What?
And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team.
Do you even know what you're talking about?
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
All Man United fans live in the past.
Welcome. It is the Sunday night wrap-up show from We Are Soccer, and we are talking soccer and drinking beer. As usual, lots to get to. As usual, the soccer this weekend is just incredible. I don't know where you were watching or what you were watching, but if it was EPL, if it was Bundesliga, if it was the Super Classico, oh my word, we will get to that. Lots to get to. Arsenal beat Newcastle. Man United lose to West Ham. Super Classico happened. 7 red cards. 19 minutes of extra time after the additional 90. Unbelievable. Villa lose. Brighton plays tomorrow. Fulham play tomorrow. Everton play tomorrow. We'll talk all about that. We're talking Bundesliga with Bayern back atop the Bundesliga. We've got some shifting in the MLS. What else is on the list today, boys and girls? Lots and lots to get to. By the way, Guardiola was not very happy with his superstar striker, the striking Viking. He raged at Erling Haaland. We'll talk there. Chelsea, they won a game. Can you believe it? They actually won a game. Boo. Yes. Yeah, boo.
Boo.
They have avoided relegation.
Boo.
They have avoided relegation. You know what they get for that?
No.
Get that.
It's really good to see teams that don't spend a lot of money avoid relegation and do it right.
Yes, I agree. They've
like Brighton.
Grown from the bottom up.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, as you saw, that is Brooks and that is Nate at the kids' table. Boys, how you doing? How's the weekends?
Super fantastico. Before we get into that, wait, actually, did you change the name of the show again?
The Sunday night weekly wrap-up extravaganza.
Just picking them out of the hat at this
point?
point?
You know it.
Also,
Sunday night weekly wrap-up extravaganza from We Are Soccer featuring Craig, Nate, and Brooks.
All right. That's
Yeah,
a mouthful.
right.
Hey, also, I noticed there's a WTF in the beginning now. Is that, what does that stand for? Where's the football?
Where is the football?
football.
Yes.
Where's the football?
Where's the football?
So that's right, folks. WTF means where's the football now. So feel free to drop that all the time.
Just so you're aware, that's not new. That's been in the intro for like 3 or 4 months now. Just saying.
We have an intro?
All right, welcome to the show,
All right.
everybody. Hi,
You do.
Nate.
You do.
Welcome for joining us.
And to the left of me, he's sweeter than this beer from Dog and Pony, which is pretty sweet, but actually a good sweet. And I'm really not a fan of sweet, but this is actually really nice. Anywho, he's more exciting than Craig thinking that United are out of the Champions League, which is not a thing. But he won't slip down a table like Villa has.
Oh, wow.
He's single, always willing to mingle. Ladies, the one, the only, Brooks Lambier Jr. Always twice.
Always twice. Hi, thank you for the intro. Always. Yes, good weekend, busy weekend for me, watching some games, scouting. I don't have beer tonight. I have chocolate milk because that's what Craig advertised on Facebook. Nesquik.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Whatever. Same shit.
Yeah, close enough, right? So, yes, it was a good weekend for me. It was nice this weekend, except all my games were indoors, unfortunately. But it was real nice weather, and the weather's getting nicer. And then next weekend, I'll be in Maryland at MLS Next Flex, so that'll be fun.
Next
say
flex. Yeah, Nate, you know what to do when it says flex, right?
Yes.
Next flex. Next flex.
Yep.
Can I get a shirt that says Next Flex?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can get you one. I'll see if they have one for you.
Wait a minute. You have access to free crap this whole time, and you have not shared that with us?
Oh, no, I have to buy it for you, or you have to lend me the money. But, yeah.
So you're going to buy it for me?
Lend me the money for the free stuff. All right, boys. Glad you both had good weekends. It's been a fun one. The amount of soccer that is played is incredible. It is actually hard to keep up with across all the leagues, but so fun. Listen, I don't know where everybody's joining us from, but please let us know where you're joining us from. Do us a favor. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share. We appreciate it. I do want to say a big thank you to some of our partners that have helped bring this Sunday night extravaganza weekly wrap-up show from We Are Soccer.
That's the short name.
To you, the short name, exactly. Thank you to Soccer World. You can visit them at soccerworld.net for all your soccer gear needs. If you are in the Metro Detroit location and watching us, visit Soccer World at one of their 3 Metro Detroit locations, Canton, Rochester, and my favorite, Brighton. Also, big thank you to Aaron Bird and the Next Level Training crew. If you want to take your game to the next level, visit Next Level Training. Your kids need to hit the camps, the summer camps this summer from Next Level Training. My kids have signed up. Your kids need to sign up. Sign up. Next Level Training. Get on that, kids. All right, and
speaking of which, my daughter did was a spring break camp.
Oh, yes.
She loved it. And I asked her if she wanted to do some summer camps, and she said absolutely. So my kid likes it, your kid likes it, and if Brooks had a kid, that kid would like it.
He'd be drinking chocolate milk.
Or she, don't be
Or
sexist.
she, and liking the Next Level Training Camp. Yes. Also, thank you to Dog and Pony Show Brewing, one of our newest partners, located in Oak Park, Michigan. We are drinking the beer today. Cheers to you guys. This is the Cherry Sour. I got to be honest, I usually don't like sour beers or cherry. This is freaking good beer.
It's just the right amount of sweetness and flavor, but not like overbearing, and it doesn't. And I don't drink anything that's usually sweet. To be honest, I'm a very bland person. You can see my chicken and white rice later.
Wait, is that
chicken and white rice?
Chicken and white. I thought that was maybe just a euphemism for something else.
No.
But yes, the Cherry Sour from Dog and Pony Show Brewing. He literally has the chicken and white rice with him, folks.
Yes.
White rice. There's no.
You boring bastard.
Are you gonna post our beer review soon?
Ooh, yes.
Of the awesome beers we tasted.
I
mean,
am.
we liked that. We liked one that was really good. We thought was
The
number
marshmallow blueberry
one.
beer.
Yes.
No,
So
I still can't believe that's.
It was like a Willy Wonka of beers. That's what
it was.
Yes.
Nate, we both looked at each other and went, they gave us a blueberry marshmallow beer. This isn't. We're gonna have to fake our way through this, and we went.
Thanks for picking a night that was available, guys.
It was good.
awesome.
We will be
go out one
down.
night,
We
yeah.
will be down there tasting beers again.
Yeah.
We'll have to, they've offered us the opportunity to do a celebrity beer poll.
Yeah.
Where
Are
we
they
can
gonna
serve beers.
Are they gonna have celebrities there, or what are we doing?
Well,
think
we
they-
are the
I
celebrities.
think we're the
What?
celebrities. Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
said.
All right, that's
Nate, all
bottom
your
of the barrel, but you know,
All your friends will be there.
I have friends.
You have a lot of friends.
What?
You know what? Actually,
You know what? I'm a professional beer pourer because I drank in Germany, and that makes me a pro.
that does make you a pro.
I know how they do it there.
Rod at Soccer World offered us the opportunity to come and do sales at his store. We get to ring people up.
Really?
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. The beer beer
surprised you didn't
pulling
say
sounded
bingo.
a lot better. So we're just gonna, sorry, Rod and Soccer World, you guys are the pros. You deal with your stuff. We're just gonna go drink beer at.
I'm surprised you didn't want to dress up in like soccer balls and like twirl the sign to be like, come on in. to Soccer
twirl the
World.
sign.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I wear my lederhosen?
When you do beers,
That's only on Friday nights.
I'm sure Jake will
No,
say
it's not.
yes.
No, it's not. You can
I-
wear lederhosen any night.
I told you your lederhosen are only supposed to be for Friday nights.
I
right,
will-
boys.
I will wear my lederhosen any day that ends with a Y, sir.
Good luck to you.
And if it's actually German days, then that's almost none of them. So.
I would say, and I am not bailing you out of jail again for this
Ha!
lederhosen stuff. Lederhosen. You know what? We'll talk about that later.
If
All
you
right,
don't have
all
leather
right.
pants, I don't know what to tell you.
It is time to jump in. We'll talk soccer. We're almost 10 minutes in and we haven't talked a lick of soccer yet. All right, Chelsea got their first win under Lampard in his second regime. Chelsea, congratulations. You avoided relegation. Woo!
You made Nathan Brooks cry.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
That is.
Listen,
Damn it, Bournemouth.
I got really annoyed at the amount of people, you two included,
Why?
and you weren't the only two, whoever is like, whoa, they could get relegated.
They could've.
Oh my
They
gosh.
Could've. There was a scenario where you
Okay,
could have.
here's the thing. So
Craig, I could go outside and get abducted by aliens and probed tonight. Will that happen?
probably not again.
But it could.
It could.
It could.
I mean, if that's what you want to tell people happened, sure. Listen, they could have lost yesterday, But what happened was Leeds also went and lost, so they avoided relegation. There was no points mathematically that was going to happen.
This is all ifs and buts after the fact. We were on the get relegated train before the fact, right, Brooks?
We were.
Until I
very
didn't
much.
realize they played and said, I hope they get relegated, then looked and went, oh.
Yeah, that Nate actually texted us about, midnight last night and was
Yeah.
like, oh, man, I hope they get relegated. And I was like, Nate, they already played today and won.
Yeah, that was
they
bad.
won.
I mean, the problem was even if Bournemouth won, it was like Leeds had to win or tie, and there were I read that article with all the scenarios, and I was like, well, some of it happened because West Ham beat Manchester United and Brighton did. And,
I mean, some of the pieces happened for sure.
Brighton
All right, so Chelsea did actually beat Bournemouth 3-1, their first win under Lampard, his second stint there. They played well. They did all right. It was tied for a while. It just took a while to get there. That's the news from yesterday, essentially.
Finally, the new manager bounce.
The new manager bounce finally
4 games
happened.
later.
5 games later,
games
5 or 6 games later. It was
Whatever.
it was terrible. All right, the other results from yesterday: Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Unfortunate for Villa, who have they hit a little bit of a slide here, 2 in a row now. Unfortunate, they're not playing well. I think they were riding their luck for a while. Ollie Watkins does seem to have run out of steam, just like some other players, star strikers that have kind of run out of steam towards the end of the year. Probably a lot of it is the congestion of the season coming down is what, in my opinion, could be. Man City do roll. They win 2-1. I got to be honest, boys and girls, I was freaking hoping for a 7-0 trouncing of Leeds. After Sam Allardyce, yes, Sam Allardyce was hired to save Leeds. And sorry, Patty Miller, who's a big fan of the show. Sam Allardyce was hired to keep Leeds in the Premiership. And then he goes and does his press conference the day before the game against Manchester City and says, I'm a better manager, I'm a better tactician than Pep and Klopp and Arteta. Big Sam, there's a reason you don't have a freaking job full-time and you're only brought in to save teams. The last team you were brought in to manage, you were only there for 6 months. West Brom, and they were relegated.
But
You fat bastard.
In fairness, wait, hold on, though.
Yep.
In fairness,
Mhm.
how many times have those managers have to save a team from relegation? Thank you very much, Sam Allardyce.
No, I get
Gotta
that.
say.
I absolutely get that. But, all right, Nate, your team...
My team, which one?
Any one of your Stuttgart. Nate.
No.
Nate. I'm gonna do it. You need one manager
Yes.
to save Stuttgart because at
Okay.
this point they're getting relegated or
No, they're not.
they're going into the playoff. They're going into the playoff.
They might not be.
They're going to the playoff.
There's 4
All right.
games left.
You know what? If I can say, Nate, listen,
All right.
you get one manager
All right.
to save you
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Sam Allardyce, Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola, or Jurgen Klopp. Who are you picking?
Just for the record, though, if they win
Mhm.
1 game and Shulk loses 1 game, they're out of that spot.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
okay,
4
all
more
right,
games. Just,
all right.
you're low blowing the heck out of me. All right, what is it?
But you get
Sam Allardyce,
Sam Allardyce,
Pep Guardiola. Okay.
Mikel Arteta,
Okay.
or Jurgen Klopp. Pick one. Who would
Gotta
you?
pick one?
If you had to pick one,
You know who I'm picking, actually? And I want to be Pep.
okay,
And I want to be Klopp.
you're gonna pick Arteta.
I actually would.
Hmm.
I actually would. Because honestly, Pep is good with an all-star cast.
Yes, agreed.
Klopp is good with the players that he has when he has them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arteta is the one guy who's been able to kind of like string together a bunch of dudes and make it work, you know.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
and not superstars. I don't think I pick Pep in this situation.
And I'm all right with that. But where in your list there was?
Oh, I'm not drunk enough.
Yeah, but you would not pick Sam Allardyce.
I mean, 6 more of these.
But is Sam Allardyce just all right? So Arteta says, you know what? I
Can I
can't.
keep the guy who's doing well at Stuttgart now? Is that?
I think he picked
No.
Tony Pulis.
Oh,
Tony Pulis. Oh my
or his son
word.
Anthony Pulis.
yeah,
Oh,
Pat
yeah.
Noonan right now, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Cincy.
All right.
Jesse Marsh.
Jesse
Go
Marsh.
tight pants, baby.
Oh,
Then
good lord.
Bob Bradley.
Oh yeah.
Bob Bradley and then Bruce Arena, right?
No,
He's next on,
no.
no, you're not a Bruce Arena fan. That's unfortunate.
No, not at all.
By the way, who enjoyed my Facebook comment on the page when they were talking to each other what they'd say?
Yeah, they're all. There's Bruce is going to Bob, going, "Hey, have you kicked your wife at all ever?" And he's going, "No," and yeah, either have I. Well, I guess that's weird.
Did you read my comment?
No.
Best comment on there so far, by
You
the way.
have to go read it.
If people aren't on the Facebook group, go on the Facebook group and look out
Yeah.
for that picture of Bob and Bruce sitting next to each other
Yeah.
and read.
Screw it, we're gonna do it live.
We are? Okay.
It was. It's a good comment. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
My keys are poking me in my freaking pocket,
Yeah.
digging
Man.
into my leg.
That's
My
what
word.
she said.
That's to take that out. All right. So listen, results from yesterday. Villa lose 1-0 to Wolves. Unfortunate there. Actually, Wolves and Villa are rivals a little bit. The grounds aren't that far apart. The fans very close, so it's a big loss there. Man City 2, Leeds 1.
Can we-
Go on. We're
Can
gonna
we put a pause and all that
little
riffraff that
pause.
nobody cares about?
Yeah.
Live on the show, we got Brooks Lambier Jr.'s quote.
Hold on. Describe the picture first.
It's Bob Bradley and Bruce Salinas sitting next to each other at a game. And Bob leans over and whispers, "The Bradley family is looking to do a Caribbean cruise for 10 days this offseason. Would your family like to join? Bruce, where are you going? Bradley, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Martinique, Trinidad. Nope.
Wait, does Nate get it?
Arena says nope. Because he lost in Trinidad and Tobago. That's why he doesn't want to go back there with the men's national team.
Okay, apparently
Anyways.
not that funny
Wow.
to Nate. Funny to
Wow.
the rest of us. I thought
I'm sorry, I don't drink Labatt Blue or Tim Hortons.
Whoa.
My team losing is not
Whoa, you
a
think
convention.
that you think that joke is that
Bruce
level?
had to play against two teams that day.
What?
Trinidad and Tobago. That's not fair.
Sorry.
okay, all right, onwards.
Yeah, all right.
Wait, there you
Why is the viewership dropping.
No. You have the drums.
Oh. No, I don't have the drums on there.
Did you-
What the
That
hell
one.
was that?
Yeah, you want that
Siren.
one?
I feel like I'm going to start a rap song.
I know, it hurts my ears. All right, I do want to get to Pep Guardiola raging at the striking Viking, Erling Haaland. Yesterday, Man City were up 2-0 against Leeds. Gundogan scoring both goals, and Man City had a penalty kick. Erling Haaland is the penalty kick taker. He grabbed the ball and handed it off to Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan stepped up and promptly had it saved. Pep was fuming. He said, listen, this league is the league in the world where you do not trust a 2-0 lead. You put the ball in the back of the net. This is a business. I understand that you, Erling Haaland, would like to give Gundogan a hat trick. That's great. You are a penalty kick taker. Afterwards, Erling Haaland got the message, and he laughed a little bit and said, yes, I was mistaken. I should not have done that. Agreed, 100%, because guess what? Leeds came back and scored a goal to make it 2-1 and made a game of this.
And now he's off to Madrid. Wait, what?
Wait, who? What? What?
To play at Bellingham?
Yeah, Holland is now gone.
No,
Off to
no,
Madrid.
no.
No?
He is in the process of signing a new contract, by the way, Erling Haaland.
His old contract isn't old yet.
Well, it is compared to Enzo Fernandez and Mudrik's. Mudrik and Fernandez signed in January for Chelsea,
Okay.
have also now signed new contracts.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
Well, that's what you do when you avoid a relegation.
Yes.
You know, as a low
Yes.
team fighting
know.
for survival.
No, but the rumor is that Erling Haaland is signing a new contract, one to get rid of the buyout clause in there. And Ty, well, let me backstep originally. He was brought in and he had his contract tied to Pep Guardiola's contract. Pep Guardiola has now signed an extension. Erling Haaland is also going to sign another extension to tie it to. He doesn't want to be there if a new coach is brought in. He pretty much wants to choose his coach, and he's choosing Pep Guardiola. So
when does he go to Madrid?
Well, not
Because I'm
now
getting
because
tired of this.
well, not
because
now.
Your league is just a farmers' league with one team that only
Yes.
wins now. Welcome to the party, pal.
And I do have $1 million question for you boys in a little bit, and for everybody watching.
Ooh.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Wait, where was I going with this? Oh, so
Is that before or after inflation?
before. Is that good or bad?
Well, after inflation would be $300,000.
Yes, before then. Before. All right. So at Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti, who just helped Real Madrid win the Copa del Rey, we'll get to that in a minute, is reportedly looking at the Brazil job. He has not signed a contract, an extension with Real Madrid. His future is up in the air. I don't think you're going to find a player of Erling Haaland's stature going to Real Madrid to play for a coach who he doesn't know who's going to be there yet. They don't know who's going to be there. Is it going to be Carlo Ancelotti? Is he going to sign an extension? Is he going to continue? Is he going to go to Brazil? Is he going to do something else? We've just found out that Erling Haaland signed an extension at Man City, tying his contract again for a second time to Pep Guardiola. So I think the rumors about him going to Madrid at this point can be ceased. But Jude Bellingham, as we've heard from Fabrizio Romano, has pretty much said, I'm going to go there. Oh, they're just tying up the loose ends, the loose pieces, and then he'll be signing in the next couple of weeks here. I think once the Bundesliga ends, you will see him put pen to paper within a week of it ending and heading off there.
It might happen before it even ends.
It absolutely might. I don't know if he might. It might. Maybe he's got.
You look at Nkunku is going to Chelsea. That deal was done in January to go forward. So, I mean, in the Bundesliga, it happens.
Yeah.
And it's not a big deal for them to, or uncommon for them to sign something and then finish out. Pulisic, Nkunku, Holland deal, I think was.
Oh, that was set before it.
Before.
Yep.
So it's not uncommon.
It's not uncommon. I just wonder if maybe he's got a little bit more. I don't want to say respect, but I'm just going to finish. I want to finish this season out, and I don't want to. Nate, sorry to cut you off, but maybe Jude Bellingham. I'm gonna try to get into Jude Bellingham's head right now with this.
Go.
I don't want to sign with Real Madrid right now because I don't want my teammates to be pissed and throw us off of our title challenge because it's coming. There's 3 games left. There's 3 games left, and if I'm going, wait a minute, you just signed a big contract to leave us. Are you going to be all in for the next 3 games with us, Jude? Are you going to be here with us, or is your head already in Madrid on the beach and in next year's Champions League final, which essentially they'll probably be in? I could be wrong. Maybe Jude Bellingham, maybe they really are tying up the loose ends and he doesn't know where he wants to go yet, and who knows. But either way, fun to talk about. Something else fun to talk about. I watched the Copa del Rey final yesterday. Real Madrid versus Osasuna. Real Madrid didn't get off.
Why are you fancying up all these names?
I don't know. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Osasuna?
Did you take a language class or something? Or
He doesn't do it for the Bundesliga teams.
No, I do. Yeah, I do. I try. Mönchengladbach.
What is going on?
Düsseldorf.
Oh, I like that one. There you go. All right.
That's how it's pronounced. That's when I have German friends. Düsseldorf.
Düsseldorf. München.
All right, get back to the football.
All right, get back
Munchin?
to the football. All right, Copa del Rey final yesterday. Real Madrid playing Osasuna. 2-1, essentially. But Real Madrid didn't get out of second gear, guys. They did not get out of second gear. Modric didn't come on until about the 80th, I think it was 75th minute. Rudiger didn't come on until the 75th minute. They played a they played their kind of backups a little bit here and there. They didn't get out of second gear. You know what they're looking forward to? This week, Tuesday.
Champions League?
Champions League.
Yes.
Champions League. They were preparing for that game, in my opinion. They cruised to another Copa del Rey final and won. I believe that's like their 18th in the last X years, whatever it is. Very nice. Carlo Ancelotti and his team did very well managing that game. I didn't see any injuries. That means this Tuesday, Man City, Real Madrid, it's go. It's go time. That is the one we have been waiting for. That is going to be fun. I can see Real Madrid really putting something together and causing trouble for Man City. Man City haven't been caused trouble all year. But in the end, my prediction, Man City come out winning. Really looking forward to that one, boys. I don't know about you, but it's going to be fun. Also, by the way, just put it on your calendars now. Take out your little calendar note desk. Yep, Nate, I see you writing down. Thank you. June 10th is the Champions League final.
Oh, wow.
June 3rd is the FA Cup final.
Oh.
So there's a week apart.
And June 7th is a day on the calendar.
It is. It's like a Tuesday or
It's
what?
my sister's birthday.
Yeah, you just picked your sister's birthday. All right. Why don't we ask it now? Why don't we jump in? Let's do it. $1 million question.
Mm-hmm.
For $1 million, I will give everybody $1 million, and you can take that $1 million and walk away, or you can bet it on Manchester City to win the treble. And by betting that $1 million, if they do win the treble, that you'll get $12 million back. What are you doing?
I'm taking my $1 million.
You're taking $1 million and walking away? Sissy.
Well,
Brooks?
no, because do you want me to tell you how that FA Cup match is going to go?
Because you think United's going to beat them?
No.
Is it Man City United?
No.
Final?
That'll be the day that Haaland gets hurt.
Oh, God.
That'll be the
How
day.
wicked would that be?
That'll be the day, and it'll be something funky. He's going in, twists it, and he's out.
Oh, boy.
That's it. And then they're going to lose to an Italian team.
Yeah, that would say they will. Yeah.
Napoli?
No, it's AC Milan
Oh,
versus
sorry.
AC Milan versus Inter Milan in the other semifinal. So on the one side is
Giroud?
Real Madrid, Man City, and the other side.
And
Inter
here's my
versus AC.
prediction.
Yep.
It'll be AC Milan in the final against City.
I think it will be too.
It'll be 0-0.
Yep.
It'll be 88 minutes into the game,
Oh boy.
and one Olivier Giroud will be subbed out for a 1.
Zlatan.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Oh.
Who will then have the game-winning goal, and thus ending his career, winning a Champions League.
Is he
Shut
back?
it. I don't know. Just go with it. It makes sense.
Hold
in
on,
my
hold
head.
on. We're gonna do this right now. Wait. No,
Yeah,
maybe
I
not.
agree with whatever that was. What are you doing?
So
SOS?
I got to look this up, but I believe that Zlatan is not on the Champions League roster.
I believe you're wrong. He's on every roster.
We need to look that up. I think he was omitted from the Champions League roster, just as Aubameyang was omitted from the Champions League roster
What
for
now?
Chelsea. But Pulisic was put on it. Pulisic was on the bench yesterday for Chelsea. I don't know if he came on actually. For the previous 2 games, he was not even on the bench. So we can talk about him in a little bit. We'll have to look up if Zlatan is on the roster. They have to submit a 24-man roster.
Yes.
24, 25.
They're gonna edit it right before an Adam.
Yeah, unfortunately, due to UEFA rules. All right, we're not going to bother telling you about that, Nate. 'cause
I don't believe in rules.
I know, this is the problem. I'm not going to tell you about the rules because you don't believe in them. And that's why we love you.
Danny
Danny
Garrett.
Garrett agrees with me. He doesn't need to be on any list. Zlatan is the best.
No, he is the list.
He is the list and the
Is
best.
the list. I like that.
I like that
Is
one.
The list.
I would not. I would take the $1 million.
You would take the $1 million?
Thank you.
All right,
Brooks.
we're going to double it.
I don't think they'll
You're going
win
to double it.
I don't think
Because
they
you
will.
don't think they're going to win it?
Not the trouble.
What if I said I give you $1 million, and if
Haaland's
they
going-
win the treble, you get $24 million back?
Haaland's going up for the goal. He steps. Oh my God! Wrong. He's on the ground, holding his ankle, folks. Holding his. That's what's gonna happen.
China doll.
I mean, the Champions League has been the one that's really been the downer for that.
For Man City.
Yeah,
But they have Holland with them this year.
that doesn't mean anything.
Had Haaland.
Has
He
Holland.
had Haaland. He injures himself.
All right. Here,
There you go.
I think even if Holland can help them get past Real Madrid, he could go down injured and not play in the final, and they would still win the final over any. In my opinion,
Here's my.
in my opinion, the semifinal of Man City Real Madrid is the final. One of those 2 teams wins it.
Here's my.
I
Opinion.
think Real Madrid wins that. To be honest with you, and
Here's-
that's
if-
why
I would like to
he
bet you
doesn't
on
get
If
it.
City gets past Madrid, don't ever count out Madrid. If
Yes.
City gets past Madrid, if that FA Cup squad is going to be a bench team, and I think United.
That's-
and I think
that- you
United,
might be
I think
right.
United beat them
Mm-hmm.
because they're playing their second team out of fear of injury in something they've never won before.
Yep.
Because the reality is, if Pep does play a Ernie Holland, and I don't know
Ernie?
Ernie.
That's his
Erling.
nickname.
Yeah.
That is his nickname, I believe,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh,
And I don't know, like a Casemiro or someone decides to take a pop shot because, rivals,
Harry Maguire.
yeah.
Yep.
And he's out or can't function well, you're going to be in trouble. I don't
Yeah,
think
I agree.
I don't think you play your starters
I agree.
in a cup that you've won before and is significantly less important than a champion.
Let me ask you this as a Man United fan, Nate.
Yes.
So Man City show up to the FA Cup final, and
It's a rivalry match, all bets are off.
so let me ask you this: Man City show up.
And you're on neutral ground.
Yeah, you're at Wembley. I mean, it's a big game. The FA Cup is still a
It is a
huge thing.
Yeah.
And Man City show up and they put out the lineup, and you look at it and you go, I couldn't tell you the name. I don't know who half these people. Is this their youth team? And then you win. Man United beat them because they probably will, beat a youth team or we'll call it the second or third team for Man City.
I mean,
Do
I
you
think
feel
I think their bench squad is still pretty good, if you ask me.
their bench squad is good, but let's say they put out people you're like, this is ridiculous, and you win, you're still celebrating, right? You're still like, hell yeah, we won.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap. This is a piece of silverware that we'd love to. Okay, making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Especially against a rival.
Yeah.
But that's the point. I mean, do you want to risk, because that's going to be a very physical game.
Yeah.
Do you want to risk your players getting banged up 4 days out from the biggest game of your season?
I think
You have never won a Champions League.
so. I'm gonna have to look back,
Pep-
but I don't think Kevin De
Pep-
Bruyne was even on.
Pep has never won a Champions League without Messi.
Did he not win?
No,
one
he
with
won one with Bayern.
No, he did not.
What?
He did not win one with Bayern, actually. That was the big criticism. He won everything else and then left. He has never won a Messi.
Did he
Research
lose in
marks.
the final one year?
He lost in the final a couple of years to Chelsea.
I don't think he ever made it to the final with Bayern.
I swore he won one
He
with
has
Bayern.
never won one with Bayern.
'Cause I can't remember either.
If you're gonna go ahead, look it up. You're talking to the guy here. So I was in Germany when he was with Bayern and left Bayern, and that was the biggest criticism is he left saying, "Oh, well, I've done everything with Bayern," and every German was vehemently confused because he never won a Champions League. The one thing he was there to brought in for, never did it.
Yeah. Calling me dumb.
I'll
all
accept
right,
your apology now, Brooks.
Yes. All right, but
I'm fact checking.
yes,
I accept
fact
your apology.
check.
But he has never won one
Okay.
without Messi.
So you don't think he's going to win the treble this year? You think even with the B team, which in all honesty, that B team
I think it's
is
very
better
hard to
than
do.
90% of
I
the
understand that. I think it's very hard
the
to do.
C team's better than 50% of the
I think
Premiership.
It's very hard to do, and I think you're taking a huge risk playing your starters in an FA Cup final against a rival who, if you go up 2-0, are now going to get some change.
Yeah, and the one thing they've said this year is this Champions League. It's Champions League.
It is Champions
League. And all right, so all right, understood. Let's put it back to the Premiership. Are we ready to say it's done and dusted and over, and now it's Man City's? They've won.
Oh, yeah.
Let's put up the
It's a Farms
table.
League. It's a Farms League now.
Yeah, let's put up that table real quick.
It's a one-team show, just like all the other Super Leagues.
All right, so 34 games, Man City.
Wait, Brooks, you have
82
something to say?
points.
Go ahead, Brooks. What do you got?
Yes, he never won one.
With Bayern.
He lost in the semis. It was in Real Madrid, it looks like. And then his last year, they lost to Atletico Madrid in the semifinal stage.
I'm just insulted that you would be like, there's no way you know anything about Bayern Munich and what they're.
No,
I'm a little insulted.
It's Bayern München.
All right, here, Rosetta Stone. That's enough of that shit.
Ooh, they figured out my secret.
Yeah, no, Danny actually figured out your secret.
Yes.
Oh, Danny.
You got you.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
think Manchester City's
No,
kind of
and that,
wrapped
honestly.
up that.
So, and the reason why, Brooks, honestly, the reason why that sticks out so much in my head because when he left Munich, he was like, "Oh, I won everything with Munich," and I was living in Germany, and all the Germans were like, "What is he talking about? He won the league and he won the cup. That's like supposed to happen if you're coaching at Munich." He didn't win the Champions League. That's what he was brought in for.
So what does the German public think of Thomas Tuchel right now?
When did you
Because
move back to
he's
America?
done nothing.
I don't even know.
He's actually still in Germany, Brooks.
Is this your twin brother,
Yes.
Wait, what was the twin brother name again? Wolfgang.
Wolfgang?
Yeah.
Wolfgang is going to be your twin brother that is going to show
Good
up
with
at
it.
some point.
I'm a little disappointed.
No, it's Tate.
Tate?
Yes.
What do you mean Tate?
No, it's got to be Gunter. Come on.
Nate and Tate.
Yeah, I was like, where does he get Tate from?
Taint?
No.
Gunter Tate Janulis.
Yes.
Yanulus.
Tate Wolfgang.
Rosetta Stone doesn't have your name in there. I
And
googled.
everyone who's
Rosetta Stone did.
everyone who's logging in right now is like, I thought this was a soccer show.
What's
Yeah.
soccer? Yes. All right, let's put up that table again real quick, boys. All right, so Man City, as you can see, are on 82 points. They are 1 point above Arsenal, but Man City have a game in hand. They're on 34 games. Arsenal's on 35. That game today where they beat Newcastle was one hell of a game, back and forth. Newcastle United started out with guns blazing, hitting the post, having a couple good chances. They squandered. Arsenal win 2-0. I do not want to say comfortably. Manchester United in fourth let one slip. They're on 63 points. They're one game in hand in front of arch rivals Liverpool. Liverpool on 35 games on 62 points.
Yeah.
Listen, if Manchester United continue this little slump, Liverpool is going to surpass them because Liverpool yesterday won 1-0 over Brentford. Liverpool not playing well, but scoring goals and winning, getting points. Liverpool quietly have climbed 4 places in the last 2 weeks.
My Seagulls aren't far behind Tottenham, 2 points.
And then obviously comes Tottenham in 6th on 57.
Yeah.
I think 4th place and 5th place are too far for your Seagulls and my Villa.
Yes.
Villa in 8th on 54 points. But your Seagulls have 3 freaking games in hand. 3 games in hand,
Yes.
which is crazy. They play tomorrow against Everton. Nate, you had an interesting comment about the Seagulls having 3 games in hand and then playing Everton tomorrow. We asked you to shut your mouth before the show so you could tell the viewers about it on the show. What were you talking about?
A compressed schedule leads to slip-ups. And
Come on, Nate.
When you don't have
Come
when you don't have a deep bench, you're gonna be in trouble. When you have to play your starters every single game, it wears on you.
Yeah. I mean, they're the only competition that the Brighton Hove Albion are in is a Premiership, right? They're not in anything else. There's nothing else going on, but they are going to have a compressed schedule. It's right. They got a lot of games in a
Because
little
they
space
did
of time.
go deep, though.
Yeah, they did go deep in some of the. And they went to the Carabao Cup final. They lost there to.
So that's what this compressed schedule is now.
So to be fair, the last 6 games they have.
Yeah, let's read off that schedule, please.
So tomorrow they play Brighton. Looks like
Everton play.
sorry,
Brighton play
Brighton
Everton.
play Everton. Yeah, tomorrow. Then on Sunday the 14th, Mother's Day, they're at Arsenal.
Oof. At Arsenal,
Yes.
and you know Arsenal need to win to keep pace with Man City.
18th, which is a Thursday, they're at Newcastle.
So 4 days later,
Newcastle
Arsenal
has to win to keep
and the-
pace. I know you gave a lot of shit about United, but Newcastle shit the bed as well. And
Absolutely they did
and
today.
They're in a big risk as well.
Hold on. No, so Brighton go to Arsenal and then to Newcastle?
They can do it, Craig.
No, they
Yes,
can't.
they can.
No, and they better be.
They're a seafaring town, Craig.
No, they can't.
They're hard workers.
No, they
So
cannot.
also don't count out the teams that are fighting for their life.
Oh yeah, like in
have-
Everton.
Like Everton.
Then on the 21st on Sunday, they play Southampton at home.
Yeah, that's a win. Yeah,
And
they'll win that
then
one. I
They
think they'll
play Man.
Hold on for a second before you forget. If they're gonna hold on,
You're getting battered about by the
Oh.
2 top teams, and then you go to a team that's fighting for life. I would not go. Oh, it's one in the bag.
that one.
don't
I
know.
actually,
You know how tough and relentless
hold
a
on.
Seagull is?
I actually think
You know?
Southampton will be relegated by that point.
Alka-Seltzer on a bread will tell you how tough a seagull is.
You know what a
Nate-
Seagull's gonna do? Gonna shit on everyone else.
Oh, Jesus.
Right from the top. Right on top of the stadium. Shit on you. Shit on you. Shit on you. Shit on you,
Southampton
Bruno.
will actually be relegated by that point, in my opinion. Southampton will be gone at that point. They'll be gone. So they are so far gone right now.
So they got nothing to
they-
play for.
they
I mean,
literally will
honestly,
have
it
nothing
sounds
to
like-
play
It
for.
sounds like a trap game, though. It really does.
You're not wrong. That's a good point. But Brighton will have something to play for to try to get into that top 7, right? All right. So you go to probably home to Southampton.
Yes.
And
they're
then-
home to Man City on the 24th.
That's a must-win.
And Man City have got to win. Man City have got to win that
Must
one.
wins out of the 5 games that you have.
I think you're screwed. I think Brighton could be screwed.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think they could be. All right, is that the last one?
No. Then they play at Villa on the 28th, which that's a W.
All right,
so
that's
you
a
know.
W. That actually
Wait,
is a W.
that one could be the decider of who gets to 6th or
Could be.
7th.
It could be.
No.
That could be the decider of who goes to
no.
Europe next year.
No.
I think honestly they
because
can
you
beat-
got to play. You got to play your Villa has to play Liverpool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember, you told Liverpool was a big
So listen.
Liverpool have
I
been
think-
playing well.
So
I
you're
think
gonna shit the
Brighton-
bed there. You're gonna shit the bed against Brighton, end up in 10th.
I think Brighton could beat Everton.
You wish.
I don't
think
wish. I
Brighton
wish
could beat
all
Everton.
the good things for you.
I think Brighton.
I think
could.
of the 3 games between Newcastle, Arsenal, and Man City, they lose 1. I bet they can come out with 2 draws against 2
Bro,
of them.
I'm thinking 4 losses, 2 wins.
I'm with
No.
Nate on this one. You're not beating Arsenal. You're not beating Newcastle.
You're gonna eat my shit when I'm right.
Do I have to? Or
Listen, they'll get that Southampton win. They'll get the
I don't
Everton
know.
win.
I don't know.
They'll probably end up drawing Villa, so Villa will finish below them by a point.
What's gonna happen to Man United there, Nate?
I don't know. Don't really care.
Oh boy, they've really gone
Speaking
downhill
like a
since
Man
Rashford.
United
I think
fan.
Rashford's gotten tired.
Really are.
You know what? I do want to point something out. This has nothing to do with soccer, by the way. The coronation happened yesterday.
We've had no.
Oh,
we've
yeah,
had
we
a-
didn't- I
we
didn't
have-
ask you about
we've had
that.
plenty not to do with soccer. Stay on the goddamn soccer.
Well, hold on. This is.
I fought
interesting.
a.
All right, I'll bring it back.
We fought a goddamn war not to hear about your goddamn bullshit coronation.
This
God
this
save-
is
God
Craig's
save the
country,
king. God
Nate.
save the king. So England's got a new king yesterday officially because of the coronation, and then
Yeah, he
today.
looked like Snope out of or was it Snope out of Star Trek or Star Wars? Have you seen those comparison?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, you don't watch movies. God damn it.
No, I don't.
God damn it. That one was way over your head.
So Star Wars is the
Just
one
like
where
my
they do
Bruce Arena
this,
joke.
right? And they
No,
say,
that's shit.
what is this one where they do this?
That's Spock. That's
Yeah, Spock. He's in Star
I
Wars,
don't watch
right?
Star Trek, but I know that.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care. All right, so Rashford today, they're playing the freaking national anthem, God Save the King. Rashford isn't even singing.
Get that man.
You're a freaking representative, man. Get what?
Get that man a goddamn American visa right now. He's a goddamn patriot.
Yeah, you can have him.
I will take him.
You can have him.
Line him up on the
You know what?
national team. Here we go.
Bring him to the MLS. Bring him to the MLS.
Yeah, wow, we're good there.
LAFC.
Yeah, you're good there.
LAFC will take him.
I was thinking Cincinnati.
He'll deal with less online abuse.
No, I don't think he will. Not here.
Excuse
Yeah, I don't know about that.
NYCFC.
I think it's bad in both countries, unfortunately.
Worse in your country.
Yeah, maybe. If he
Ah.
were to sing the freaking national anthem, it might help a little bit.
Maybe he's a turncoat. Let's go.
That's what I'm thinking.
1776, baby.
Huh?
He's not a
Oh my
Benedict-
God.
You guys ruined a bunch of tea that year as
He's
well,
not
you
a bad-
Hell yeah,
bastards.
eat our crap.
I like tea.
Yeah, that's what I do with Tim Hortons coffee. I throw it in the goddamn river.
You bastards ruining
I
tea.
go through the drive-through,
Who
and then
ruins-
before I leave the drive-through, I pour that shit out.
Is that why the Detroit River looks so murky?
And I
Who
look
ruins
at him,
tea?
and I
Who
go,
ruins
America.
tea? Bastards. All right, let's get back. All right, Nate, you did mention it. Newcastle played really well. Unfortunately, came up a little shy today against Arsenal. Arsenal put it together. Captain Odegaard leading the way. I'm telling you what, the more I watch Martin Odegaard, there's one player who he reminds me of.
I can't wait for him to go to Madrid.
There's one player who he really
Because he was already
reminds me
there?
of. Yes, he was there.
Back.
The more he leads the way, I think he's only like 24, something like that. He's still stupid young. I'm telling you, he's going to end up to be one of the brilliant midfielders of our generation.
Not if he stays there.
The way he keeps going, he'll go back to Real Madrid. I guarantee it at some point. I think he looks to me like the next version of Zinedine Zidane with his passing and his little movement, and he can pop up with a goal here or there. Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0. Odegaard with the first goal there. West Ham 1, United 0. This was, I don't know even to think about this game. United had some decent chances. De Gea comes up with a howler. I can tell you now, the goal that was scored by Benrahma, when he shot it, the entire stadium went, oh, God, and looked away. And then all of a sudden they look back and they're like, what the hell happened? It's in the back of the goal. What? And De Gea does slip. If you look, he goes to make a lunge for the ball, and his left foot slips out, and he doesn't get quite the push. He only gets like some fingertips to it. We're calling it a howler. I call it a little bit of bad luck.
How about a squeaker? Can we call it a squeaker?
Yeah, you call it just.
A yapper?
Yeah, a howler to me is Rob Green in 2010
Goes through your
to Dempsey, right?
The hands.
That's a howler. This one was just a little bit of bad luck, in my opinion. But for some reason, De Gea's had that this year.
Well, actually, he's actually been pretty consistently damn good, actually, the whole year.
Oh, no. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. If it wasn't for De Gea, I think United would find themselves down in 8th or 9th. He has saved several games by himself, but occasionally he just makes this weird mistake or this little slip. What I don't know if anybody was noticing it today, but there was a lot of players slipping on that turf today at London Stadium. It looked like it might have been oversaturated. I don't know. It's
the bubbles.
The damn bubbles. The freaking
Yeah, West
bubbles
Ham.
of that stadium drive me nuts.
Damn you, Elijah Wood.
Yeah, freaking bubbles.
I like the bubbles.
That's because you drink chocolate milk as well. Good
Can I have
God.
bubbles, Craig, for the show?
You know what? You're gonna get like a
Oh,
every time you
man.
talk, man. I like bubbles. You and your chocolate milk. You probably blow bubbles in chocolate milk.
Yes. I put the straw in my nose and do that, yeah. Yes. At the restaurant. Yes.
Only when your parents are paying, though.
This
Yes.
show is, one, gone off the rails, but two, that just opened up so many jokes. It just
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
So many
Yes, it did. Maybe we should get back on track. But see, this is what happens when we bring in beer, boys. We
I
bring
ain't
in
even drinking.
Yeah, you drinking the chocolate milk, but Nate and I are on the beer.
Hey there, champ.
Yeah.
It's the sugar high.
Hey, you know what, Nate's your beer stein or plastic Cincinnati Dust mini boots, which fits as your foot, is empty because we haven't had a break yet. We'll have a hydration break in a minute or in a couple minutes.
I thought you were going to bring a real Steiner.
Yeah, what happened to?
I do have a real
You said you last
You
week.
threatened us last week that you're
said you were
going to
gonna
drink
bring
us
it.
onto the table.
You said you were gonna bring your big boot stein here.
No, I have liter glasses.
Yes.
And I do have cool boot steins where you can mark like scores on there.
We do
Oh,
have
that's
we
cool.
do have another one of your glasses back here.
Yeah, I
The-
brought
the
both
tall
those.
one.
I brought both those.
He did.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
could use that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get some more beer in the hydration break coming
Promise?
up in a couple of minutes. Promise.
Get all the bad blue for Nate.
I'm still sipping on my no Labatt Blue. I'm still sipping on my Dog and Pony Show Brewing sour cherry
I
sour
only
beer.
drink D&P
Brilliant.
brews.
Dog and pony.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh no, the cool kids call it D&P.
Ooh.
The cool kids.
Okay, we can interpret that many different ways
Exactly.
as that one, but yes.
Dog and pony and dog.
Dog and Pony.
Yes.
Let's just go with Dog and Pony.
Yes.
As you ladies and gentlemen can see on the kids table over there. Ooh, the kids table has beer on it. Ooh. That's all right. Our kids here in our house are allowed to drink beer.
You don't give your kids a beer? Makes them go to bed really quick.
Yeah, exactly. But again, we are drinking the Dog and Pony Show Brewing. It's fantastic.
It's cultural. I thought English people did that all the time.
But Germans
I started
do it all the
drinking at
time.
14 when I was in England, by the way. All right, boys and girls, we do want to finish up. All right, so the game today was Man United 0, West Ham 1. Again, that puts some pressure on Man United coming up.
Eh.
I had a discussion today with a devout Man United fan. He said
"Oh, here we go."
they look
Fucking
tired.
guy who lives in Craig's head.
Yeah, he said they look tired. I would love your thoughts on that, Nate. Is the team a little tired? Is it just some bad luck? Just like Villa, did they had a skid
Yeah,
of?
sure, they didn't go to bed last night.
Yeah.
Appropriately.
Well, it's the compression of the schedule, right? I mean, you guys played in the Carabao Cup.
Here's the thing: they're ahead still, despite the loss. It would have been nice.
2 losses in a row, though.
Okay, cool.
To Brighton was one of them, by the way. Just that, I think
Away
that's why he
loss.
was flapping his wings earlier. If he still, he might have fallen asleep. He's had too much chocolate milk.
Away losses, yes. And so, yes, 2 of them,
Yes.
although not ideal. If you were to end the league right now, who's at 4th?
Yeah. If you were to end it now, but there's still 3 games left.
Yeah,
4 games because you got one in hand.
Actually, we have 5, I believe.
You were on 34 games. You have 4. It's 38 total.
4?
You have 34 games.
We have 4?
You have 4 left.
4.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure? Double
Let's-
checking.
Put up the table here. You're on 34 games.
I don't know how to count. Okay, so we have.
You're on 34 games at the moment.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 games left. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And 3 of those are where?
Mold Trafford.
Yeah. And what's our record at Mold Trafford?
No idea. I don't care.
It's really good.
Who do you play? Who's on your list?
We play the Wolves at home. We play Chelsea at home. Fulham at home. We go away to Bournemouth.
You didn't pronounce any single one of those teams correctly.
I pronounced it.
You got Chelsea right. You
I
got
pronounced
Chelsea right.
them I said Fulham. I said right.
No one calls them the Wolves. It's
I
Wolves.
call them the Wolves.
Can we call him Smelsy? Smelsy with Todd Buttholey.
Wow.
Hey, did you spike his chocolate milk with him swearing today? My
So-
word.
That wasn't swearing. That
I
was
mean,
just
it's
vulgar.
not,
language.
it's
Swearing
not,
to me.
it's not
Oh.
ideal. I agree it's not ideal.
Yeah.
But we still have one that we could drop. I don't want them to, but you could.
Fulham were in the top half, and then you played
And
a
that
team that
was-
was fighting relegation
Fulham
today.
was in the top half when Fulham had a healthy center back that was playing his lights out
And-
he's gone.
And a center forward who didn't freaking push the referee and get suspended for 8
And
games.
now
Although he's going to
he's
be, I believe
gone.
he's going to be back.
And now is gone.
I believe he's going to be back. He's probably going to be back for that game.
And they have to come to Old Trafford. Bournemouth is away. Chelsea is at home. Wolves are at home. So I don't know. I'm not hitting the panic button. And you know what? Say they don't make the Champions League. Okay.
I think you need to make the Champions League.
Okay. Oh yeah. We could be like Arsenal and fire. Their coach when they didn't make the Champions League, and
That was
Turned
that
out
was
that he was
silly.
all
That
right.
was silliness.
so that's
that
my
they did.
point.
That was silliness that they did that.
That's
But
my
I
point.
think you
It's
need
Eric
to make
Kay.
the Champions League.
Well, I would say you should,
You should
You're
make the
better.
Champions League. Yeah.
but you know what? If you don't, what is that?
It's not the
really-
end of the
It's
world.
not the end of the world, unless you treat it that way. And like Arsenal did, and got rid of a.
Doesn't
I would
every
say
Man
a
United
decent
fan
coach.
treat everything like the end of the world?
Yes. You know who did? You know who played today, which I was very surprised. It must be because Martial was.
Yeah, it's Whitehorse played.
Yeah. Why?
Because you don't have. Remember when you're like, oh, he inherited this awesome team, and I went,
No, I didn't
he
say
didn't.
He inherited a good team. Then he went out and got
He
Weghorst.
inherited a 5th, 6th place team in the league. Yes. I mean, I guess for a Villa fan who finishes historically 10th,
Eighth.
that is pretty good.
Eighth.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess that's better
Yes.
than it's better than 8th through 10th in relegation. You're right. So
No,
8th
not me.
through
Not
10th
computing.
And you forgot the and relegation.
Okay. So Weghorst started today and then was pulled at the
How'd he do?
57th minute. Was pulled.
What? Why?
Freaking terrible. Well, go ahead and tell me what Fatmob gave him. What did Fatmob give him?
That's it.
Yeah.
The new segment. What did Fatmob give Whitehorse?
Yes.
The rating?
I'm going to say man of the match.
Like a 5?
No, that went to De Gea.
No. All right, let's. Ooh, 6.4.
Get outta here.
6.4. That which is not good.
That's better than I thought.
Yeah.
They gave him a 6.4?
You created one chance.
Those stats mean nothing.
Really, they
And
don't.
what? Those stats mean nothing coming from Mr. Stats off to the left of me. Is that like blasphemy?
No, it's not. I
Yes.
think stats are overrated in sports.
What the hell? All right, I think
Oh
we need
my.
a break after
Spoiler
that.
alert.
Oh, God.
Spoiler
I
alert.
got the stats guy telling me stats are overrated.
Stats are overrated.
That's all you have is stats.
Why don't we do like a little teasing thing here? Borussia Dortmund.
I don't want to talk about those assholes. Screw them.
They won.
6-0 over
I don't
Wolfsburg.
care.
Because you wanted Wolfsburg to win.
No,
What? Then why? Then why?
because you should have.
They should have won last week.
Yes!
Bokum.
Yes,
I know.
That's great. Oh,
I
you
know.
beat Wolves 6-1. Sweet. Now you're still number. Guess where that got you?
Second. I know.
Second, assholes.
I know.
Assholes.
Whoa.
Oh,
You were
wow.
supposed to beat. You were supposed to beat fourth at the time third from the bottom.
Did you notice when he
Whoa.
Welcome. And you
Wait,
shit
why?
yourselves.
Why did you want Bochum and Wolfsburg to win? I don't get it. Just Bochum.
did you notice when he did that? It stopped you. There nothing came into his microphone. That was kind of funny, actually.
You know,
No,
you
Craig.
know we
I
can
didn't
mute his
want them.
microphone.
Yes.
I didn't want them to lose at all.
Because
At all.
you had nothing to do with.
A bunch of assholes gonna be like, "Ugh." Yeah,
little late.
assholes. Up with me, going, well, yearling, the same team always wins. Meanwhile, here comes City. We haven't lost a game. Everyone else is the same goddamn boat. But here, the only one that's not in the same boat is MLS. Right? FC Cincinnati is gonna win the league.
Natty.
That's right. They're gonna win the goddamn league. It's all I got.
You heard it here first. MLS.
No, we're gonna do
champions
the
this
playoff
year.
bracket.
It's
Cincinnati.
gonna be playing Europa.
We're gonna do the playoff
Stuttgart's
league.
gonna be fucking relegated. FC Cincinnati, Here we go.
We're into the playoff bracket, and Nate's gonna win this year.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Yes, because I'm going to pick not with my head, but with my heart,
Yes. Which is orange and blue with the lion.
which is throwing darts at a wall, which is going, I like Kellen Acosta, LAFC. Why
Who
not?
lost yesterday?
My
Yes.
brother lives
Colorado.
Last
My
undefeated team. No.
What?
Yes.
Why?
No. LA Galaxy lost to Colorado.
Oh, who lost? Who did?
LAFC lost.
know who
to
didn't lose?
Cincinnati.
San Jose beat
Hell
LAFC.
yeah! Take that, Ben Teke and Wayne Rudy. Eat a bag of
Wait.
balls.
Oh, they beat Benteke and Wayne Rooney. You love Wayne Rooney.
I don't care.
Oh, that's a shame. Wait, who did LAFC?
San Jose.
Oh, that's right, San Jose.
Yes.
That's right, 2-1, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, 2-1. That's what I saw.
We'll get the more during MLS round.
Yeah, we'll do an MLS roundup. We may still do a Bundesliga if we can get him. Okay,
I'm done.
calms down. If we can get him calmed down, folks.
I got
Case
nothing
is
left.
closed with Bundesliga.
I think what's happening is his beer glass is empty and he doesn't know
Yeah.
how to handle it. So
No.
we'll get him
This is
calmed down.
painful.
We're gonna get a beer in a minute.
Where's my dog and pony?
It's coming. It's coming. I got another beer. All right, games tomorrow in the
Why is
Premiership.
it so hot in here?
I know it's very hot. Drink more.
I would love to.
Yes.
Oh.
You want water?
No.
No one wants
I'm not a
water.
quitter.
No one wants water.
Okay.
Fulham and Leicester City tomorrow. By the way, Fulham at home. They are without Tim Ream. I don't believe Mitrovic is back yet. Fulham, loss, win, win in their last 5. Leicester City, draw, win, loss in their last 5. I still think Leicester City managed to pull it off. I think Leicester City go to Craven Cottage tomorrow and pull away with 3 points. Then essentially helping save their season. Brighton Hove Albion at home to Everton. Brighton too good. I'm sorry, but I watched that Brighton Man United game in the middle of the week, and I'm not kidding. That is some of the best soccer for the last 30 minutes of a game I have seen in a long time. I thought that I was watching the old 10 years ago Barcelona pass the ball with Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, and Thierry Henry. It was absolutely phenomenal.
By Brighton?
The Brighton were at home
That's what I'm saying.
to Man United.
They played like Barcelona.
They played absolutely sensational.
Matoma is just awesome.
I can't wait for their head coach to go to Chelsea.
Never. Nagelsmann,
No,
Chelsea.
it is rumored that Pochettino has signed on at Chelsea. But De Zerbi, I tell you what, I would be interested to see how, if he ends up anywhere else. Brighton have a great story in The Athletic that people should read. If you have a subscription to The
No
Athletic,
one reads anymore.
we talked about it a
it's-
few weeks ago.
it is
No one
phenomenal.
reads.
It
Just-
is
you just
absolutely
don't read.
phenomenal. But hear me out here, boys. Hear me out. I think Brighton tomorrow pass the snot out of the ball around Everton. Everton try to kick lumps out of them. I think Brighton win 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Everton
Everton
are
won.
horrid.
Everton 1, Brighton 0.
You take that back.
I mean, that
Everton
it's
1, Brighton 0.
it-
Okay.
it's at Brighton.
Everton
Brighton
1,
again.
Brighton 0.
They seem to be Barcelona reinvented. Absolutely phenomenal in midweek. In the last 30 minutes, how calm their players were on the ball. I was mesmerized with their passing. Other game tomorrow, Nottingham Forest, Southampton. 2 teams who find themselves in the bottom of the table. I think Southampton are so poor. Their last 5 games, 4 losses, 1 draw. Nottingham Forest, their last 5 games, 4 losses, 1 win. And that's why Forest tomorrow probably win and find themselves helping themselves out of that relegation battle. So we'll bring up the bottom of the table. Southampton on 24 points. Boys and girls, you can just wave goodbye. They're gone. Their sporting director left and is now, Matt Crocker is now the sporting director here for the USA Soccer. Next in line is Everton at 29 points. Then you got Nottingham Forest at 30, as well as Leeds United and Leicester at 30. As I said, I think Leicester win tomorrow. They move up, so they go up. They'll get out of that spot. I think Leeds are going to be stuck there for a while. I think Nottingham Forest win tomorrow. They move up, so their bottom three are going to be Southampton, Everton, and Leeds. And in my opinion, that's the three that get relegated. That's the three we'll see at the end of the year go down and join the EFL for the following season. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time to get a hydration break. It is time to get your beer, get some snacks. We will be back in a couple minutes. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you a preview of the Michigan Soccer Central podcast is coming up this week. Robert Kerr sent it in. Watch that. It's a couple of minutes. Watch that, and then we'll have another little video, next level training video, and maybe the Soccer World promo as well. Boys and girls, join us in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, friends. This is Robert Kerr from the Michigan Soccer Central. Give you a little bit of a preview of the show coming up this week. We're going to talk about the beautiful weekend that was from across the soccer fields, from the youth fields all the way up to the professionals. We're going to have some guests on to talk about the opening weekend of the Midwest Premier League. There was some action across the fields in that. The first of the amateur elite summer leagues. The college guys are coming home, and the fields are getting busy at that level of play. Detroit City FC in action as well. And we might ponder upon and have a little bit of discussion on last week's episode, my interview with Michigan Stars owner George Yonkai. Spend a couple minutes on that. He said a number of interesting things. So everybody, hopefully you've gotten your chips and your beers. All I got to say is shout out to Napoli, proving there is some romance in the game remaining. Shout out to my Peterborough United. They got a 2-0 win on the last day of the season in League One. They're in the promotion playoffs with they got 6th place. So next Friday, Peterborough with a chance to get back up to the championship. And big shout out to West Ham, delaying Manchester United's progress to the top 4 and allowing Liverpool to remain in the conversation for the top 4. So be sure to check out the Michigan Soccer Central podcast on all of the popular audio platforms, Spotify, Apple, and otherwise, and also the Michigan Soccer Central YouTube channel. So check it out. All right, everybody, enjoy your soccer and enjoy the rest of the show.
Tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good, yes, touch, play, right foot, yes, scan, good, touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan, yes, Jay, well done, inside on touch, play, see it, yes.
All right, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
Club America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Cool.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next to line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Frank, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put my headphones back in. We got up and we got some new beer. Dog and Pony Show beer. Man, I tell you what, the lager. Love the lager. All right, we got a lot to get to. We're going to do MLS. We're going to do Bundesliga. We're going to do a couple of other things. I do want to jump in and let you know that the Super Classico happened today. River Plate beat Boca 1-0 on a penalty in the 93rd minute. And then all hell broke loose. 7 red cards after that. In total, there were 37 fouls in this game. There was 19 minutes of additional time played in this game. Super Classico, please, never change. That is what we come for. There was fighting. There was handbags being thrown. There was people bowing. There was everything you can imagine. Super Classico. River Plate and Pablo. Good win. Boca, maybe next time. All right. Also, this past week, maybe it was yesterday, Brooks might be able to put me right on this one. Landon Donovan and Hope Solo were both inducted into the U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame. There were several other people there. I'm not really concerned about the other people at the moment, but Landon Donovan absolutely deserves to be in that Soccer Hall of Fame. I would love to know if anybody disagrees with that. I think maybe Scott Emmert does. I can't remember what his thoughts on Landon Donovan were. Hope Solo goes in for the women's side. U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame inductees happened this week. It looked like there was about 7 in total. Excuse me. I didn't see Hope Solo in the group picture. Anyway, Brooks?
Yes. Don't forget, the Hall of Fame also honored Grant Wall.
Oh, that's
they
right.
Put him in as well.
Yeah. The I can't remember the name of the
DeMarcus Beasley was in this kind of inductee.
Oh, that's
too.
right. I really do like that they put Grant Wall in there. I thought that was great. A great touch. There was a journalism name they gave that he award and inductee he got, but that was brilliant to see. DeMarcus Beasley went in. Do you know the other people who went in there?
So is DeMarcus Beasley, Landon Donovan, Lauren Cheney Holiday, Kate Sobrero, Kate Margriff, and then Jill Ellis was also inducted.
Oh, former women's U.S. women's national team.
And we have an indoor soccer legend, Slavisa Steve Zungul. I don't know who that is, but that's pretty cool. And then obviously Grant Wall as the posthumous recipient of the 2003 Colin Jose Media Award, which honors journalists whose careers have made significant long-term contributions to soccer in the United States. So
very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. I did like that. There's been, I would say, boys, Nate, Brooks, consensus, Landon Donovan, yes, should be. We'll give it a thumbs up. We'll give it
I think we ran through this Landon Donovan, whether or not he's a U.S. legend in the past.
We did our like Mount Rushmore players.
He was on all of our Mount Rushmores, right?
Yes.
I think you can't take
I
that.
think everyone earned it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Landon Donovan.
I don't agree with how he ended his career, but
Many do.
I thought he was a bit egotistical near the end, but
yeah, that's okay. But his contribution to U.S. soccer
you can't take away his credentials.
Yeah, and Grant Wall and Hope Solo and Jill Ellis. They all get the We Are Soccer Sunday Night Wrap-Up Extravaganza Show applause.
You know they
for that.
were waiting and hoping.
Yes, and congratulations to you all. You can now rest easy
Yes.
and go to bed. Because they're all old people. All right. Yes.
Wow.
Well, I assume they're all old. They're in the Hall of Fame, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Whatever. Here's one that I was very happy to see today. Vincent Kompany signed a new deal at Burnley to continue being their manager. He was reported to be interviewing at Tottenham and at Chelsea and at every other club.
I realized they were all dumpster fires and
Yep.
back to Burnley.
But I give him credit for saying, you know what, I'm going to look into this. I'm going to take my time. And, oh, look, Burnley came back with a new contract for me, and I'm going to stay with them. Now,
American-owned?
they have some American owners.
All the Premier League teams are American.
Yeah, that's true.
There is a minority, and obviously J.J. Watt and his wife recently this week bought in.
Oh, yes,
They
did.
invested. Everybody's investing in Premiership teams. Yep. Everybody, it's a hit thing.
Can't wait for the Premier League Super Bowl now.
And All-Star game.
And
And All-Star game. And playoffs.
There's
Playoffs. We're
gonna
talking about
be-
playoffs.
Maybe salary caps and parity.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Today on Twitter, our good friend of the show, I don't know if he's watching. He watches often, Mr. Lexi Lawless.
Oh.
He did ask, how would a salary cap change the landscape of the Premiership?
Look at MLS.
Yeah,
Positively.
Everybody was like, oh, it would be good, it'd be bad. It would be a terrible thing, Brooks. I'm telling you right now, it'd be a terrible thing. And here's why. And a lot of people agreed with me. So here's the thing. Every single player in the Premiership would go, I'm going to get the same amount of money at Newcastle and in Manchester, or I can earn the same amount of money in London. I'm going to move to London.
Well, it's
so
not
all the
necessarily
London
the
clubs,
same.
all the London clubs,
You're not necessarily the
okay,
same
but you're going to offer the max contract to whoever.
the player that's worth
Everybody's
it.
going to go to London.
Do you know how the salary cap works?
I do.
Because the way you just explained that is not how a salary cap
Correct.
It does.
You can
You're still going to get the London clubs that are going to they're going to be just far better. I'm
What do
sorry.
you mean?
Everybody's
No
going to
one
want to
wants
go to London club. Everybody's going to want to go to the London club.
because
Does everyone always want to go to LA or
Yes.
New York?
No.
Yes. Everybody wants to go to LA, New York, or Miami.
You forgot-
So
hold
no
on,
one wants to go to Portland or
stop.
Seattle?
No,
Stop.
no one
Everyone
does.
Stop.
All right.
Everyone stop. You forgot the big word here.
Cap.
Cap. I don't care if everyone wants to go to the London club.
Correct.
There's this thing called the cap, which will prevent everyone from going to the London club.
Correct.
Clubs. There's lots of clubs in London.
It's called the cap of salary.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have an endless supply of money anymore.
Correct.
You have to pay players a lot more money to go to clubs in Manchester and
You
Newcastle than you do in
can't
London.
because of a league
Nowadays.
salary
Nowadays.
cap. Yeah, that's the point. I'm not saying do it or not, but the way you're describing it is completely
The
backwards.
London clubs would profit a lot more from this than the other clubs in Birmingham, Manchester,
I don't
and
think so because again,
Newcastle.
you have a salary cap. There's
Mhm.
only so much you can spend.
there are a lot more
You
London
have to
clubs.
be very cautious about how much money you throw at players,
Because
which
then you
wouldn't
don't
cause
have
the
enough
stupidity.
money to go around.
Which wouldn't this cause the stupidity of money that these players get that they're not worth?
Okay, we're done with this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I still
just don't think you know.
I know how salary cap works because I hate the MLS and the way they have to do it. But hold on, wait. We were actually saying we're actually saying that it happens in MLS because it doesn't.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
DP and all this other garbage
You know what's
get.
funny is like you actually have to think on the players you purchase when you have a salary cap. So
Chelsea did a very good job of thinking about the players they went
I
and
don't
purchased
think
this
they
year.
did.
They-
That's a
they-
really bad
I
example.
think they just kind of threw a
Is
dart in the
it?
dark.
Oh no! Shoot, let's try again.
I mean, I think the only one that thinks is Man City. To be honest with you, on the players they
You are
spend.
not wrong.
Arsenal.
I don't kn-
Yeah, that's
in
a good
Arsenal.
example as well. Like Trossard, that was a brilliant buy at 27.
like. Let's be honest.
That's a
All,
brilliant purchase.
the top 5-6 clubs, like I mean, Manchester United does at times, but some players they really reach for. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Tottenham is very. I mean, Richarlison was a horrific.
70
signing.
million for Richarlison. He scored one legit goal this year.
Correct.
He has scored 3 offside goals that he's taken his shirt off for. No?
Only a jerk would take their shirt off.
So I'm just saying, like, now
Hey,
a
that's when he scores
salary-
goals, not in the middle of a regular game.
Now a salary cap causes you to think, and it causes a lot more time in recruitment and watching players, so you don't make the wrong move.
We could debate this all we want. It's never going to happen. So
I don't know. You got enough American owners.
I mean, it works in the Bundesliga, right?
They don't have.
they don't have a salary cap in the
They
Bundesliga.
have salary. They have restrictions, but not really a cap. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's the Bundesliga is strange. Just like the MLS with all their
No.
exceptions that they have, the exceptions in the MLS is bizarre.
Listen, Europe will never have designated players or whatever, but
Right. Yes.
yeah, designated American players. Oh, everyone wants Americans now. All right, your American DPs, England. There you go.
Does everyone really want American players?
Apparently,
Does.
No.
apparently,
Like
Yeah, that-
Leeds and
Chelsea.
Leeds.
Yeah, just Leeds. Chelsea don't want American players.
What are you talking about? They signed Gaga and they have Pulisic.
Yeah, they don't have Pulisic.
And they had Matt Miazga until they got rid of him.
That was the old regime.
Yeah, I would not throw out two guys that don't play as everyone
Yeah.
wants to.
One's an 18-year-old who's playing on the youth team, and the other one they keep leaving on the bench.
The
if he's
Bundesliga,
lucky.
the American DP
Where
role.
does Miazga play right now?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, baby!
Is he on loan or is he full-time in
He's
MLS now?
full-time.
Full-time and on.
Doing
in the,
great.
Yes,
He is doing good. He is doing
Yeah.
really well.
correct.
Revitalize his career.
Something like that. All right, but I am very happy about Vincent Kompany again going there. I think it's a big deal. There was more American investment in the Premiership. J.J. Watt, former NFL standout player, and his wife invested in Burnley. I want to know how they came to invest in Burnley. Like, Burnley's a small town, by the way, and it's about 3 hours north of London. How did you pick
It's called
Burnley?
affordable.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Low inflation.
Inflation.
Affordable.
I mean, there's a lot of clubs. He did.
So is Burnley like on a is it in the middle?
No,
of
no, it's in the middle. Yeah, it's in
just
the
in
middle.
nowhere. Like y'all just saying, you hit this town called Burnley.
I mean, you got to drive
Yes,
about an hour and a half.
Yes, Brooks, that's how naming of towns work.
Yeah, it's
There's
about an
usually
hour.
The town that is named after.
Whatever.
What is it
Yeah.
named after?
I have no freaking clue.
Oh, should I research this?
I go for it.
Oh, dear.
But no, it's like I want to say 3.5 hours north of London. About an hour and a half north of Birmingham. It's very close to Leeds. But Burnley's a bit of an odd. They were in the EFL. Obviously, they just got promoted now.
It's in Lancashire.
Yeah, Lancashire.
Yeah.
Lancashire. Thank you.
Sorry, sure.
In the hills
Yeah,
of Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Bud Light. All right, American.
Oh, there you go. The name.
How many moons have England been landing on, huh? Eh?
What's a moon?
Exactly. Just kidding. The moon's fake.
Brooks?
It says the name Burnley is believed to have been derived from Brunley, meaning meadow by the river Brun. Various other spellings have been used. This is according to Wikipedia. They have other spellings have been Bronley from 1241, Brunley.
1241.
Okay, stop.
1241. Where was
And
America in
nobody cares.
1241?
And commonly Brumley from 1294.
And everyone's asleep.
nothing.
Anyway.
Yeah, and that's been our facts and history with Brooks today on.
19 people are watching, so I think they really enjoyed that.
And right now,
this is why
everyone's
they tuned
confused.
in.
Hopefully.
What? I thought this was a soccer.
22, Craig. 22. It jumped. It jumped because of my history. And we'll go to soccer. Sorry,
Yeah.
people.
All right,
Stay
so
with us,
let's
please.
get back to soccer. All right, so yes, we've.
Someone who's researching
Yes.
Burnley at the
Yeah,
moment.
all right, so but here's the interesting thing.
Holy crap.
This is going to lead us in a couple of minutes to our MLS section. We're going to talk about do an MLS roundup of the games and the results, and we'll see the table. But it's interesting to see all these American celebrities and stars and wealthy businessmen put money into the Premiership. Because, Brooks, you're going to tell us today who the next MLS team is reportedly to be. And the franchise fee is, did you say earlier, $500 million?
Yes.
$500 million
Man.
just to buy the franchise fee. You haven't bought the team. You haven't done anything else. You don't have a stadium. You don't have anything. You don't have anything.
It's pretty crazy that Detroit's going to shell out $500 million for an MLS team.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Detroit, shut it!
Don't tell certain people that.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you, Nate, but it's not Detroit.
It
buddy.
will be.
He's gonna cry again,
Yeah, he's
just
gonna
like we cried on some results earlier this week.
Yes.
Let me live my dream.
Well, okay, you will just turn your we'll mute your microphone and your headphones so you don't hear the rest
I
of the conversation.
can speak loudly.
So the businessman whose name escapes me at the moment who bought Bournemouth, he looked into buying an MLS franchise.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, he's a
I know,
minority.
I know,
He's
yeah.
a small owner,
Yeah.
but there's a majority owner who looked into buying an MLS franchise, and he said, "I have to pay $350 million for the franchise fee. I then have to build a stadium, a soccer-specific stadium. I then have to put my team together. I'm in excess of $1 billion already. Or I could just go to England and buy a Premiership team for $200 million.
Yeah, but
all right, yep, done.
One's guaranteed check, one's not.
Yeah, yes, agreed. You stay in the Premiership
If
agreed.
If.
Agreed. Okay, so EFL this week, by the way, signed a brand new contract with the BBC Sky, so they're going to get a lot more money. I think it's 935 million pounds over the next 5 years. 5 years. Big. What? Billion. No, million. 935 million pounds over the next 5 years. So their contracts are going. So there's going to be more money in the EFL. I think actually what's happening, the BBC and the Sky are saying, wait a minute. There's a lot of people in America and these other countries watching the EFL. There's a show in America that talks about these and some of the American players and a lot of the other teams and Burnley who've now been promoted and Middlesbrough who've got Zach Steffen and Luton.
That's
who have
Middlesbrough.
What show is this?
You say Middlesbrough one more time.
Middlesville?
Middlesville. Well, I can't do anything. I'm attached to this thing right now.
Middleborough. Borough.
That's offensive. That is just plain offensive. You should stop that now.
I mean, Stefan Fry is doing
Do you want to go to the borough?
at Middlesbrough.
But
You want to go to the borough?
But yeah, the borough.
Berg.
but I mean, no offense when I say this to you two boys and a lot of the viewers, but the EFL, the second tier of English soccer, was not popular 10 years ago. I have no doubt that most of our viewers, and maybe both you guys, couldn't name half the league. No. Now you're like, well, wait a minute. We've been paying attention to the Premiership, so we've seen 3 teams every year. 3 teams come up.
Cambridge
United.
Yes. They got promoted. Plymouth Argyle just got promoted.
Yeah, Plymouth Argyle just got promoted.
But the thing is,
you guys you're paying attention to the league
because of Wrexham.
Yeah. Well, I think that's definitely helping.
Yes.
And now all the tiers below
Yes.
are all going to get these bigger contracts.
Correct.
Plus, streaming helps.
Yes.
Listen, streaming helps. So there's more money. There's more everything. The sport is just growing. So
more for Apple TV.
It's good to see, but it was interesting to see J.J. Watt all of a sudden put money into Burnley out of anybody. You're like, where the hell did that come from? And now they're going to be in the Premiership next year, by the way. So great to see there. Boys, I do want to get to the Bundesliga. We've got we've got one item to get to here before the Bundesliga, though. Got in a discussion on our Facebook group about the greatest soccer player to ever live. No, Nate, that's not me.
Oh wait, what?
This guy?
No, that does not say Pele.
Messi, huh?
Ooh, Pele is one of them. Yes, I'll agree. That's for another day, Mr. Janulis. All right, so Messi has been suspended by PSG because he did take an unauthorized trip to Saudi Arabia. He has now come back and he has apologized, but PSG said, not going to do. We're still going to suspend you for 2 weeks. Messi has said, great, that's fine. I'm not re-signing here. I'm going to play elsewhere next year. He has been offered a spot. My wife was telling me this. She goes, well, why would he go somewhere else? He could go to Kansas City in the MLS. Who the freaking hell wants to go to Kansas City in the MLS?
Peter Vermees wants Messi because he
does.
needs him to win.
And Messi's going to go, Peter who? Peter what?
See the joke was actually that Sporting KC actually wanted Ronaldo, and people kept joking of, would Ronaldo really listen to Peter Vermees? Probably not, and same with Messi. So
No.
yeah.
All right, but Messi now has
Miami.
a decision to make. He's
I
got
like
a
that your
decision to
wife
make.
is thinking MLS. Like I
She
like
read
this.
an article that she was clickbait, Messi, whatever. All right, so he's going to have a decision.
You guys
It's
know
going
how
to
to
be
read?
Barcelona. Yes.
We do.
Barcelona,
Teach me.
go back to Barcelona. They're going to have to find a way he'll have to take a huge salary reduction, and they'll have to find a way to get him in because they still don't have Gavi registered as a pro player. He's a youth player. So Barcelona is but Barcelona is actually a viable option for him. He comes to the MLS, Inter Miami, or Kansas City. Somehow they crept into there.
LA Galaxy.
Or take the money for $400 million for 1 year and go to Saudi Arabia.
Don't do it.
Al Hilal, the rival team of Ronaldo's Al Nassr.
Ronaldo also wants out, though.
Ronaldo wants out, absolutely.
Nice.
So, all right,
Both to MLS.
what happens? So on the Facebook group, I don't say an argument, but a discussion happened with, wait a minute, Messi in the last 10 years has come out and said he's supporting everybody with equal rights and women should be able to play the game and everybody's invited to play. And now he's going to sell his soul and go to Saudi Arabia to take the money and play there just for the money. You know he's not going for the sporting and because he believes in the culture. He's already, I want to remind people, he's already sold his soul because he is the Saudi Arabian ambassador for the sport of soccer. So what do we think happens? And is he essentially selling his soul for $400 million to go play in Saudi Arabia? What say you fellas?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Pretty simple. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You thought he cared about all that stuff that you just listed?
No, I don't. I think he's going to take the money and not give a shit and then
because I always find that funny when people are like, "Oh no, this celebrity really is
cares.
No,
No,
they don't.
care.
They don't. Welcome to the real world.
Yep.
Nobody cares. And I don't know. If I was him, I'd probably give a call to Ronaldo to find out why he wants to leave after only a few months.
I said the same thing, and I thought, I wonder if he would call his arch rival. Is it like?
They're probably actually friends.
I mean,
Let's be honest.
Well, either way. But would he call? He should. He should absolutely call someone who just moved there for the money
and then now wants to leave.
and now wants to leave 3 months after being there.
So that tells me that something's up
Ronaldo's
with the
probably like-
facility, with the culture, or something's going on there.
Yeah, there's something not right.
Ronaldo's probably like, oh, oil's down. They can't pay me this much money.
Yeah, they can't pay me this week.
Yes.
It ain't the money, trust me. They
Yeah,
can pay him.
I know.
They can pay him. That money is literally spitting out of the ground. There's got to be something though. What is going on with why he wants to leave? Because he got Ronaldo got the coach fired. I believe they brought a coach in who he approved. Whatever it is, there is something going on. I do think 100% that Messi ends up in Saudi Arabia. I believe he plays in that league for minimum 1 year. I think he takes that money. $400 million is multi-generational money.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Messi has enough money that his kids
Doesn't
are set.
need it though.
Well,
Like-
see, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Hold on. That's the thing. Everybody always says that. These people don't need the money. Listen, I don't know your guys' financial position, but I can guarantee I don't believe you're millionaires. I am striving to be a millionaire. What are millionaires striving to be?
Billionaires.
Billionaires.
Well,
What are billionaires striving to be? Trillionaires and the richest men and women alive. Everybody has this competitive thing where they want to get to the next level. Yes, Messi has enough money that his kids are going to be set for life. Does he have enough money that his kids and his kids' kids are going to be set for life?
yes.
And what about the kids' kids and kids? If you've got a chance,
That's why
Brooks,
that's why you have trust.
if you've got a chance to earn enough money to set your entire family tree for the next 100 years for life,
I don't know
and
if
not
the
have
word
to
will be
work
around.
for anybody?
I don't know if
Are
the-
you kidding me?
I don't know if the Earth's gonna be here for another 100 years.
I tell you what, though, I'm taking it.
So here's the thing.
You look at life differently when you have kids, in my opinion. Nate?
Here's the thing. I think MLS could give him $400 million.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you can't? Oh, really?
$400 million a
Hey,
year.
hey,
a
Brooks?
year.
Hey, Brooks. How much is that new team paying to enter the MLS?
500 million
Where does all that money go, Brooks?
in the league
And where does that money go, Brooks?
Where they want it
to
to
all the
go.
teams in the league.
To all the teams in the
Where
league.
they want it to go.
I think they could give him enough sponsorship money though.
I think they could absolutely. If
Like
he wants
Adidas,
to-
Adidas would love
if
it.
he wants to create a brand like Beckham did,
Yeah.
he's coming to the States.
Oh, okay. Hold on real quick. So let me understand this. He should come now to the MLS to take that money. Or
I'm not
or
saying what he should or shouldn't
he
do.
should
I'm saying
take
that
he should take the
MLS
Saudi Arabian money now, and then in a year come to the MLS at that point and say, look what I'm earning. They're going to give me another $400 million. or you can give me $400 million and I'll come to the MLS and guarantee I'll stay there for more than a year.
I mean, I don't think MLS would give him $400 million, but I think
I
they
don't
would give him.
agreed.
I think they would give him a couple hundred, but it'd be through sponsorship money. So you're talking like Apple, Adidas.
He can get that anyway. He can get that himself if he wants.
Yeah.
He can go to Apple. He can go to Adidas. He can go. Well, he's already an Adidas guy. He can go anywhere and go, hey, I'm going to Saudi Arabia. I'm earning $400 million. Now I want to expand my brand even more. I want this. But the plan is I'm going to come to MLS in a year or two. I think, in my opinion, and I hate to say it, he is going to sell his soul to go to Saudi Arabia. I think he should go to Saudi Arabia because that chance isn't going to be there again. Take the money, play for a year, then come to the MLS and be 36 or 37 and play here, and then expand your brand, just like Beckham did. I mean, trust me, I agree with you guys. But I think
What if he's like hurt? And I'm just saying, like,
he ain't getting hurt in that league.
no.
My mom
like
could
in
look like
MLS.
a superstar in that league.
Talking about MLS, like, what if he comes and he's like, his body's worn down, he can't do much. It's more athletic and more physical.
Do
And
you think the league will care?
I mean, people want to pay tickets to see Messi play.
If he comes in a year, let's say a year and a half, I'd still
he's
pay,
playing
I'd
half
still
his-
pay to I still pay to go see
If
him.
he's playing half his games or like less than that, people are gonna be pissed. I mean, at least David Beckham came over and he played in the majority of the games he played in. You know what I mean?
He was injured for a majority as well. I think we should look that up. He was injured for quite a bit as well.
I mean, at least Zlatan played in a lot of them too, and he was only here for a couple years.
What was he 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying though, like, you want someone that's, you know, he's gonna make it to every away game he can if it's not turf, right?
Dude, that was my next thing.
He probably
he
won't
ain't gonna
play on
play in
turf.
Toronto. He don't want to go play in Toronto.
Toronto's not turf. That's grass. He
Did
won't.
they grass that up?
Yes.
Because
It's always been grass.
no, it has not. Nope. I 100% know that because Villa played there in an exhibition game 10 years ago, and our goalie got hurt on that damn AstroTurf. Not AstroTurf, Astrograss. You know what I'm talking about. He did. Sorensen. We can look that up when they changed it.
So the only turf fields are Seattle, Portland, and New England.
And I don't think he wants to go play in that stuff because that could damage you.
Probably not. So you have when they go away to Miami
Yeah.
or wherever they go, they'll have to play them.
Right.
Yeah.
It is an interesting. We'll see what happens. I do think, I'll put it out there now, I think he goes to Saudi Arabia. I think he's going to take the money. I think he'll be there for a minimum of a year, take the money, and then he'll come to MLS and he'll be in Miami. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what people think, though. I'd love to see what people say. Does he take the MLS offer now? Because it won't be. I don't think it'll be $400 million. I don't think they can.
I think if he wants to get the most money he can, I think it's in America. It's the strongest economy in the world. They can get him any sponsorship they want. MLS.
You think he should take the money, the most money he's offered, and it's going to be here compared to Saudi Arabia?
I think the American economy is a lot stronger than the Saudi Arabian, so they can get him a lot more money here.
Nate, weigh in. Don't care.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
But
If it's a money thing.
I think
If he wants to really create a brand like Michael Jordan, like what if
Like I said, he can create that brand in a year or two.
What if Adidas was like, he already has his shoe brand. What if it was like, we can expand your shoe brand even more in America?
I think your brand is degraded if you go play in Saudi Arabia.
Agreed.
Look at Ronaldo.
Yep.
See,
Case in point.
but if
And I
Ronaldo,
think- and I
if
think
Ronaldo
that's why-
came here
and I
now,
think that's why Ronaldo.
If Ronaldo
wants
came
to-
here, look, you don't imagine what Nike would
Why?
have done.
Here's $1 million question. Why does Ronaldo, after 3-4 months there, now desperately wants to leave? Says he's out. He doesn't want to go back. He's done. Why?
'Cause it's crushed his brand.
Why?
idea.
No one respects him anymore.
I don't think it has anything to do with his brand. I think it's sporting for him. I think he's not
I
getting
can
his
s-
way.
we
He
can-
scored like 3 goals in 16
We get,
games.
yeah, but nobody cares.
That's
nobody
because
cares.
nobody's watching.
Agreed.
Nobody
Who cares about
cares.
watching it?
Nobody
Yeah.
cares. You score 3-4 goals. You saw him on TV, and everyone went,
It's the
Man,
Saudi
that-
Arabian league.
"That fucking team sucks."
Do you remember?
Saudi Arabian league's worse than MLS.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
be honest.
so nobody
Oh,
cares.
yeah.
You're playing in a league that nobody cares. It's why doesn't Messi go play in at a high school team? You can score 6-7 goals right there. You know, I know you can't, but because he's too old.
He'll play USL.
There you go. So
USL. My God.
You know what he can play?
You know how athletic you have to be to play in USL these days?
Correct. He probably couldn't make it.
No.
Just like MLS.
He could play DCFC. But no, there's a reason Ronaldo wants out. Maybe it's brand. I could speculate. Maybe it's brand. Maybe it's because nobody's watching it, and maybe his stock has dropped.
I would say, do you think maybe some of the stocks in his brand have dropped?
Yeah,
Like the
I do.
Ronaldo
Yeah.
underwear
I do.
and with Nike with
Yeah, there's
his
cleats
He
and everything.
wants
and
out.
stuff.
Why does he want out?
For
'Cause
him, I
he's
think
not
it's
he's
more,
not being talked about, and he's not it's nothing's
Yeah, I think
catching
it's
on.
more that he's not being
He's
talked about.
He's
I don't
now
know.
irrelevant. But when you become irrelevant, what happens to your brand?
Goes down.
It goes down.
Mm.
Even Messi going to PSG,
Went
his
down.
brand went down.
Correct.
Because people were like, "Why are you going to PSG?" That's
Correct.
PSG.
Well, so you have Mbappe. There was a huge brand there, plus Neymar. So, and he's the three and the oldest of the three. So there you go.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do know there's one superstar that went there and doesn't want to be there anymore.
Mbappe.
No, Saudi
Ronaldo.
Arabia. Ronaldo.
Oh,
Ronaldo.
sorry, Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's jump in. Let's do some MLS roundup. Brooks,
Hmm.
what do we got for MLS roundup, my friend? MLS.
Well, we're gonna start with MLS San Diego, right?
We are. So you believe
Well,
that they are the
there are
next
reports that this is happening.
reports that they will be the 30th, the official 30th.
Yes.
MLS
And I think it's all
franchise.
set because
San
of
Diego,
where-
San Diego Wave.
that's the women's team.
Damn it, the Loyal then, right?
The Loyal,
Always get
but
the two
there
mixed
is there's unclear if the San Diego Loyal will bump up to
Which
be
is-
the MLS team, which is the team Landon
Which is the
Donovan
Landon
owns.
Donovan team.
But there are rumors that Landon Donovan is a part of MLS San Diego. So,
You would believe so. I mean, you would have
I
to
would
think
believe so,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
but for me,
I think it's Detroit.
can I finish?
Oh my word.
If you finish with Detroit.
It's not happening. Not now.
It's
Maybe-
going to San Diego, not Detroit. Like finish with the word Detroit in the sentence. Yeah,
So,
did it.
San Diego's all set up where the Chargers played,
Yeah.
or I believe there might
The
share.
old Chargers Stadium.
I think that either that or where San Diego State plays in their football stadium. I think they're going to make that a multi-purpose like entertainment. Like
Interesting.
yes, so there's a bunch of different things they haven't planned for.
Right.
So it says here the club will play. I don't know where Snapdragon Stadium is. I believe that's San Diego State Stadium, which I think is right in the heart of like downtown San Diego. So
Okay.
now they're gonna have a major facility upgrades. They're planned. This is according to Bob Williams, which I believe Bob works for one of the. He's a freelance, so he works for Sports Business, which is I read that a lot of their good stuff on social media and on the internet. It's a $500 million expansion fee. Okay, so
What happened to California Republic in this mix?
Sacramento
Or
Republic.
Sacramento. 'Cause
It's called their owners skedaddled, and they don't have enough money anymore.
Jeez.
Oof.
So
Because I thought they were in the front running for this thing.
they were a long time ago until their owners left, and they were like, I don't want to pay all that money and do all that stuff.
Man.
So I think San Diego is a very ideal place because there's a lot of good talent around San Diego. Okay.
I think it's a good destination for teams.
It is. It's a
you
good
know, like,
destination.
I
You'll
would
get
love
some
to-
players there because people like San Diego and the weather. and the
Everybody loves
town.
California, right? Everybody
It's
loves.
actually
yes.
called San Diego.
Is
Saint Diego. Saint Diego.
San Diego.
I have a friend who lives in San Diego.
You have friends?
Carmen.
Ah, that's not a real
You're funny.
person.
Anyways, so that is the rumor, and I truly do believe that will be the 30th
Yeah,
team.
I
I don't
believe
think
it.
Vegas will.
I personally thought it was going to be Vegas. I thought the Las
Eh,
Vegas
you're both wrong.
villains
It's
were going
gonna
to
be Detroit.
That's right.
It's
I
gonna
thought it was going to be the Las Vegas Villains because the Villa owners did purchase that name and have set up things. But from what I understand is the catch right now in Las Vegas is they're not able to build the stadium. They need a $1 billion
You can't
stadium.
build a stadium in all that desert.
Well, it's unfortunate that it's going to cost so much money.
It's a lot of money,
The-
Find an area.
and land there is expensive.
It's expensive,
It's
and
desert.
yes, exactly. And they can't. MLS is forcing them to be indoors
It
Oh,
has
yeah,
to
they'd
be.
have
It has
to
to
be
be.
indoors.
It
because
has
it's
to be.
110 plus in the
Has
middle of
to
the
be.
summer, right?
It's like if a team in Phoenix can't, like I know the Phoenix Rising play outdoors, but if they had an MLS team in Phoenix, like they have to play indoors. You know what I mean?
I hope most of those games are at night, even though it's 100 and some odd degrees at
Yes.
night. How do they play?
It's a
Correct.
dry heat.
It's a dry
It's a
heat.
dry heat.
Just that's what I get for my wings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah,
dry
it's,
heat
it's
wings.
not. Yeah, it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I don't think Vegas. Maybe Vegas 31 or 32. Like I think if it
Vegas
goes
has
to
got to be on the
34,
list. Vegas has got to be
If
one
it
of the
goes to
next,
34,
for
I
sure,
think.
for sure.
Detroit is which number again?
About 38.
No, I think
30.
I think it went 33 or 34. They would be there.
Yeah.
I truly believe that MLS wants a team in Detroit, and if they expand,
13th largest media market, baby.
correct, yes,
13th largest.
and they
media
know there's a
market.
good soccer
Bigger than San
population around
Diego.
here, and they know that they're looking at kids getting picked
Sure.
off left and right, that they know there's a
One of
market here.
one of the
We got
problems.
MLS next, baby.
This is true.
Brooks, tell 'em.
One of the problems with Detroit, though,
You're the
is
problem with Detroit.
I'm one of the problems, but one of the big problems in Detroit is there are 4 major sports teams in the city city limits
that-
of Detroit.
no, that
So in
really
my
affected-
opinion,
that
in
really
my
affected
opinion,
Cincinnati.
I don't think the stadium will go in this in that city limit.
So
I
it would
think
be
it will-
Auburn Hills.
No. I'm talking like within the Detroit city limits, but it won't go downtown.
But here's the thing, like
Yeah,
they
that
want
affected
they want the
Chicago.
city in downtown. They want the stadium relatively close to downtown. But Detroit has 4 major market teams.
Yeah, that was a problem for Atlanta.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Atlanta doesn't have
Yeah, Miami was an issue there.
there's Detroit's the only city.
Yeah, California only has
Nope.
one team.
Detroit's the only city where 4 teams in 4 different markets are in the city limits.
Yes.
Even in New York, they're outside of the
Correct,
city
because
limits.
Red Bull are outside, and
Yes.
so are NYCFC and the
and
Mets.
so are the
Yankees.
football teams. The football teams play outside the city limits.
Correct.
So the MLS understands that the money within the city limit is limited, and people are very passionate about their sports. And here in Detroit,
Lay the smackdown on 'em, Brooks. Go.
No, I mean
that's it. That's why we didn't get it several years ago when the big proposal was put
I
in.
thought
No,
the big one was when the Fords came in and they
Yep.
said, "Let's play in Ford Field." MLS was like, "No, we have to have an
Yep.
outdoor field."
They were ahead according to MLS.
Yes.
They were the place to go because of their media market and
Yep.
how large it is.
Yep.
Until they took
Until the Fords got in.
outdoor plan and
Yep.
put it indoor, and they
Correct.
said no.
I remember seeing MLS come and walk through Ford Field.
Exactly.
I saw Ford Field set up like a soccer field
Yeah, it
in
was
the middle of the summer when nothing was happened, right? So the Fords wanted that, but the owners of the whoever it was it
was Gores and Gilbert.
They put it together. They could not get this stadium built anywhere else.
No, they had it.
They had the jail property.
The jail was never authorized.
They
It
were-
wasn't,
they
but
were
also
Never authorized.
I think the taxpayers are going to have to pay money too, and
Yes.
the taxpayers didn't want that.
And Ford Field said, you can have our field. So they
Yes.
put their plan together in Ford Field,
Yeah.
and MLS came and looked. MLS came to Detroit, and they looked, and they said, yeah, no, we're out. No.
Exactly.
So
Nope,
we just
never
said
again.
the same thing.
We did. We
They
said
were-
that
we
because
were
it got moved
shoo-in
indoors.
until they went indoors. That's he
Yes.
just said he
Correct.
agreed with us. You're welcome.
That made no sense, but absolutely, Detroit is
What do
not
you
getting an
mean it
MLS
doesn't
team.
make any sense?
Detroit is not
we
getting an
said
MLS
they were
team.
shoo-in until they went indoors, and
Indoors.
you just said
I don't think it was a shoe-in.
I think they would.
It was not a
if they did
shoo-in.
not propose the indoors, and they said, "Okay, the jail site wasn't possible." I think they would.
Where else were they going to go?
There's the fairgrounds.
On 8 Mile?
Yeah, down by Ferndale and
also- there's
whatnot.
also
That'd be a very
outside.
ideal spot.
In your head, that was an ideal spot. Was that ever mentioned?
I think
MLS
Magic
came-
Johnson. I think
MLS
Magic
came
Johnson
here-
owns part of the fairgrounds,
I
and he
think
owns
MLS
LAFC.
I think MLS came here as a favor to Gores and Gilbert.
Mm,
I think they said, we got to check it out. I don't think it's ever coming here. I don't think MLS is going to be here for several
You
years.
take that back.
Sorry.
I think if they expand, they say, "Hey, we're going to 35, 34, 36 teams. We get a team." MLS is going to come back to Detroit, be like, "You have a good media market. You have what?
You're-
how many?
you're
How many people?
2 to
There's
3
10 million
hours-
people in this Southeast Michigan area.
So-
No, there's 5 million. I think there's 10
So-
million in the state.
You're 2-3 hours, 4 hours from
Chicago,
Chicago,
Columbus,
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yes.
Wow, that's a rivalry, and that's really easy to play those games, isn't
Correct.
it?
They're
And
not
Detroit
look- they're
fans
not
already
looking for
hate. Detroit fans already
rivalries.
hate Chicago people, anyways,
Oh my God, do I hate Toronto?
and Toronto. Yes.
No, just me.
I like Toronto.
Shut.
I'm just saying though.
I have done a lot of parties at Bad Toronto. It's good.
Anyways. So yes. So anyways, so 30th team, San Diego. I think if they expand to 34, 35, 36, Detroit will be in there, but it may be a while.
Gonna be the Detroit Neon again.
Oh, God, that would be
Detroit
great.
Express.
Awesome.
Rockers. No, it's got to be the Rockers, right? All right. Hold on. Is it going to be one of those weird team names, or is it going to be Detroit City FC?
I think Detroit City and the owners have bought up all those naming rights, so I think they have to either
Or-
purchase
They're
everything
not, they're
from
not
them.
dumb people.
they're not.
dumb people.
They have to purchase everything from them, or they have to be very creative.
Mm.
Yes.
Or
Don't even say.
Or
Are you talking about a certain youth team?
DCFC goes MLS.
They could.
Isn't that what I just said?
I don't know.
Did I just ask that?
kinda
Is it going to be a
ignored
random team name, or is it going to be like someone going to start it with?
No, you
random?
didn't say it like I said it. You said
Or is it going to be DCFC that roll into MLS?
Could be.
Oh, why not?
all
They've
the
got the
above
best shot at it. They've got the best shot at it being.
Or
an
the
NFL championship.
Bucks.
Yeah. I don't think that'll happen. Yeah, you never know though. All right, Brooks. Why don't we complete our MLS roundup? Give us some scores. Give us some. We can look at the table if you'd like.
Yeah.
Let's put up the table. Here's your MLS table. Here is your Western Conference table. Seattle gets to the top of the table. St. Louis drop out of the top spot. They were didn't they start their first 6 games? Didn't they win their first 6 games or something like that?
Yeah, it
and
was
they
6
have
or
not
7,
won
I
in the
think
last
they did.
4. They are 1 draw and 3
Fakers.
losses.
Fakers.
Well, they don't have Klaus. Their striker got injured, so I think that's been a big factor. Last week when I watched them, Portland St. Louis match, they looked a little off without Klaus as a striker. So, they're still a solid team, and Roman Berkey in goal.
Yeah.
But it's an adjustment. You're going to battle and have injuries throughout the season. So how do you adjust? And who's going to step up and do well? Right now they're sitting in second.
Yep.
So they're doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, that second spot's not a bad spot to be. And then LAFC there, 2 games in hand, obviously.
Correct. Seattle, LAFC finally lost. Seattle dropped a huge one today against the last place Sporting
did.
KC. That was really
They
not
did.
a good result. San Jose beating LAFC. So
And that was
San Jose,
Sporting
a
KC's
shocker.
first one of the year.
Correct. Yes, 1-7-3. So,
Unbelievable. Yeah, and then LA Galaxy also with only 1
Yes.
win. Big issues there.
correct. So
Austin FC, who had a great year last year, down at the bottom of the table.
sitting in 12th. Colorado with a big win against LA Galaxy to push them up just below the playoff line. Portland sitting at 9th. Minnesota dropping a few of late. Vancouver doing well and keeping themselves in. And look at this. Houston Dynamo and FC Dallas. Houston Dynamo were at the bottom of the table last year. Look
Yep.
at them getting out of there.
They
San Jose being a little surprised too. So this is interesting how it's shaking up right now in the beginning of the
It,
season.
it really is, to be honest. I'm liking where Houston is. Steve Clark, former goalie at Oakland University there.
Yes.
Doing very well. Played I think I saw this week after the game. He's accumulated 20,000 minutes on the field
Yes.
or something like that.
Yes.
Crazy stat.
Mhm.
But yeah, long way to go. Long way to go. We're still 10, 11 games in
Yes.
for the West here. Let's go and show the East.
So the
uh,
Eastern.
Go.
There we go.
Here we go.
New England,
Alright.
New England Revolution.
Yes.
Average.
Big win
At the top.
against Toronto,
City.
2-0 this past weekend.
Mhm.
FC Cincy with the 1-0 win against DC.
Wait, are they tied on points?
They are
Yep.
24 points.
The goal
Oh,
difference is what separates
Nobody cares
them.
about that, Craig.
Nobody cares about goal difference.
Nobody
Nate?
cares about that, Craig.
I think they do. Okay, fine.
Nashville continuing their
They're doing all right.
good job.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they're
started
third
out with a little
place.
bit rough, but they've
Let's
gotten
go
back.
talk about
And
back.
they're 5-3
Mukhtar,
and 3.
Hani Mukhtar.
3 goals.
3
against
goals?
the Fire.
Yeah, he
Hat-trick.
is finding his form again.
MVP status. Greg.
MVP stats right
Yeah.
there. He's gonna. I think he could be the MVP again this year.
No, it's gonna be something from.
Atlanta in 4th.
Pat Noonan.
So
Pat
Atlanta
Noonan's
in
gonna be
4th.
MVP.
So that was a little upgrade from last year.
Yep.
NYCFC still hanging around in the top 9 at 5. Columbus looking better under Wilfred Nancy. They look like a totally different team, and they're playing well.
Philadelphia Union finding the footing again after starting out really poorly. Now they're
chill out
4-2 and
there,
4.
360 boy.
Oh, just hey, yeah, I get it, your boy Jim Curtin, but listen, didn't start out too well.
Don't you talk bad about my guys.
He still hasn't signed a contract extension, right?
Not
His
yet.
contract
Oh, he's gonna
ends.
coach the national team.
He very well could at this point. He could be. He's looking for something. He
He's
has
coaching
not.
the national
He's
team.
been there 12 and a half years. He has not signed an extension. There's a reason there. 4-2 and 4 for the Union.
So
sorry.
one of the surprise teams, I think DC United at 8 with Wayne Rooney.
4-2 and 5, yeah.
Benteke have really kind of turned stuff around.
Not against FC Cincy though. He did nothing against them.
Oh, geez.
Man,
I do think that Benteke signing is going to be a very good signing. I think
Yazoo.
he's going to, if he can stay healthy,
Mhm.
that'll be one of the signings of the
Yazoo
year, in my
went
opinion.
home, took out his keys, Benteke, and then went and popped a beer.
Uh-huh.
So the shocker, I think, for me is NYRB, who's really been consistent at making the playoffs. Like I said, they're out
Yeah.
of all the top 5 sports leagues, they're the one that's had the longest playoff streak. They're
Won
near
6
Red Bull.
and 4 on the season.
I know.
There needs to be changes there. 11 games and 1 win.
I know. Struber's not
Oof.
been well. not done well. Chicago Fire were up there in the playoff line. Now they've dropped a few, so that's going to be a tough one for them. They are retaining Chris Brady and Brian Gutierrez. They will not travel for the U20 World Cup.
I saw that, not letting him go.
Yes, but Jim Curtin if the Brandon Craig and a few other guys, Quinn Sullivan, will let them go and play for the U.S. U20s. And I think that's stupid that Chicago won't let both of them play because Brady and Gutierrez, because what's the point? Like, if you're Brian Gutierrez and you're not playing, because you essentially play the same spot as Shaqiri does in the 10, you can play him out wide on the right side. Shaqiri can obviously play the front 3 and then the 8 and then the attacking center mid. But, I mean, how upset would you be if you're Brian Gutierrez where, you're going to hold me back, but I'm not going to start. I'm going to sit the bench, and you want to be playing with your teammates down in Argentina in the U20s, right? So, hopefully Chicago are going to play Gutierrez on that one. TFC has done a little better this year. It's pretty close in the Eastern Conference, to be honest with you. I mean, if you really look at it, 24 and 24 at number 1 and 2. Nashville and Atlanta tied with 18 points. 15 with NYCFC. Then look at all the 14s. Columbus, Philly, DC, and Orlando to close out the top 9.
Yeah.
And then look at all the 12. Miami, Montreal, who started off horrifically, have won a couple games of late. Charlotte and Toronto on 12, Chicago on 11, NYRB on 9. So there can be a lot of swings and changes depending on if you go on a little winning streak here.
Yeah, you win 2 games in this league and you jump up about 6 spots. It's crazy. It's fun. I this weekend did not get a chance to watch too much MLS. I was unfortunately preoccupied.
MLS anyways.
I watched the 360 show, man.
It's a highlight reel.
Listen, I swapped.
You pick a team and you watch them start to finish.
I don't have a team anymore. I just love the league. I love the whole league.
Oh, shut it.
Love everybody. I just hope they all.
You just love.
I just hope they all have fun.
You just love highlight reel goals. How dare you?
Yeah, the highlight reel goals, and I hope they all have fun. And then I swapped texts with Tom Bogert and Alexi Lalas, and we talk about the MLS and the 360 show and the set that they have.
Why isn't there a group chain with all of us in there?
Oh, they don't like you guys.
Oh, I can guarantee.
Did Tom and his mustache say that to me, and Alexi with his red hair?
Yeah,
they may have said that to me. I don't know.
They probably would say that. To me,
Yeah.
Tom Bogert and Alexi Lalas, we need to talk right now.
Yep, we do, guys.
Brooks, I think you're a shoe-in.
In.
I'm out.
With MLS crew?
Yeah, I'm out.
That's what I'm going to call
It's
the group
cool.
text, the MLS crew.
I think I can trip him up a little bit with my MLS knowledge and insight.
And
I don't think so.
Don't think so. And now we're going to jump into Bundesliga chat time.
You know what? I can bench press more than them.
Yep, probably. Absolutely, actually. All right, Nate, what do we got for the Bundesliga? There's 3 games left.
Pain and misery.
Three match days left in the Bundesliga. I can put up the table right now if you'd like, or we can wait.
That table up there.
Put it up. Here comes the Bundesliga table, my friend.
I'm going to skim over things because
Go for it.
We're skimming because it's fun to skim. I would say this though. Any team, if you want to watch a good match, any bottom table team is fun to watch right now. Case in point, Schalke versus Mainz, where Mainz scores, or Schalke scores, Mainz scores, or Schalke then scores back, Mainz scores and then they pull a penalty right at the end. And it's just back and forth. And again, Hoffenheim beating Frankfurt. What world does that happen? Well, when you're fighting for your life.
Amen.
Hey, so and that's my point. I mean, these bottom table teams, honestly, if you want a good match and something fun to watch, it's really these bottom table teams where they at, because as you have with the table, if you look there with, points wise, everything is super close. So you made fun of my Stuttgart.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. They're in 16th
Yeah,
right
but,
now.
But what
on
does
28
it take to get them out of relegation right now?
One win.
One win.
One
so
win.
then that's what I mean. It is so tight. No one is completely out of it. No one's completely in it. And then at the top of the table, if Munich slip up at all, Dortmund's taking it. And I think the game to watch, the game where the slip up could happen, and I think it's there, is definitely May 20th, Leipzig going into Munich.
Leipzig going to Munich.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. Because Leipzig is on a roll. They're winning games.
Yep.
They're looking good. They need to get into Champions League. And they are yes, they're 57, but Union's 56, Freiburg's
56 as well.
They want to make sure they get to Champions League so they can get the next players in there.
They're tighter than the Premier League table right now because those are all even games. Nobody has games in hand in the Bundesliga. So if they lose,
I do
and then
like
Union
that.
and Freiburg win, they're out all of a sudden in the Champions League, and that's a huge hit for them.
I do like how there's no games in hand at the moment. They're all on 31 games because as
it's crazy how like scheduling works.
Yeah,
for
I like because as we talked about with
organized
Brooks'
league.
Brighton Hove Albion, they got 3 games in hand. They're 3 games more than every other team in the league. So I actually like that the Bundesliga have no games in hand. They're all on the same match day moving forward. And there's 3 games left for everybody.
And I would say the disappointing game of the week was Leverkusen losing to Cologne because Leverkusen was on a bit of a roll and looking very, very good. And they're still in the Europa and will play Roma.
I put money on that. Thanks, Leverkusen.
Outside of my
You lose me $2.50.
Outside of my
$2.50.
Wow, Leipzig going in the top 3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They had a big game against Freiburg, and I would see or could see a upset of Leipzig rolling into Munich and pulling points from them, whether it's one, a draw or actually the whole thing.
That helps Dortmund.
Yeah, that's
especially if they win.
Do we think Bayern München slip up? Do we think they slip up?
I think that's the slip-up game. That is the slip-up game. Because at the same week, Dortmund plays Augsburg, and there's no way, with the way Dortmund's playing right now, that they're going to lose against Augsburg.
Even though last week they drew Bochum.
Yeah, but that was
1-1 with Bochum.
But Bochum actually has a very good home record.
Okay.
But
All right.
We'll see. There is hope. There is hope.
Have they won all their games at home? 8 wins, 4-19.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so. I think all their home games were wins.
Huh.
And then so Stuttgart's still clawing at the heels there. We'll see how they go, but I think they're going to
10 draws. Holy smokes.
Yeah,
If that just kind of went the other way, they're 8. I mean, that's just a whole game.
Yeah, if you could turn 2 of those draws into wins. And there was a period in the middle of the winter where they were drawing or winning and ended up losing.
Like in last minute stuff.
Last minute stuff, yeah. 2 of those games go in their favor and they win. I mean, they're 4+ points or 32. They're safe.
The sad thing is, if they would have had the coach that they have now and then do the
been
guys
different.
in between, I think they would have been safe.
Yeah.
Because I do think the coach that they have now is much better. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be really interesting grinding it out. I don't think with 1 point and Dortmund nipping at the heels the way they're playing and the squad they have, because now with Haller and Adeyemi and Mullen, they're playing really good. And they showed that today with the 6-0 slapping of Wolfsburg.
Yeah,
So-
6-0. Bellingham with 2 of those.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, and I think Jude on the way out would love to hang a league title.
Absolutely.
With the Pokal, because he has a cup.
Yep.
They won the Pokal.
Yep.
So I think they would love to hang a league title on his way out.
I got to be honest. I think that is why. I think that's why he hasn't officially come out and signed with Real Madrid yet, because he doesn't want to disturb the team chemistry that they've got going, and he wants to see if he can get this to the end over the line and see if they can nip Munchen at the end. All right, well, good roundup there.
And I mean, if you look, Dortmund has Gladbach, Augsburg, Mainz. That should be easily win-win-win. And then if you look, Munich has
Against Gladbach, against your rival?
what? Yeah.
Did you say Dortmund plays? Was that their next game?
Yeah, but they got to come home. They got to go to Dortmund. Gladbach's going to Dortmund.
Derbies are always difficult to win.
Derbies always are difficult to win, but I would put my money on that over Schalke, who's fighting for relegation, who needs to win.
The La Liga table.
Sorry.
And
Yep.
Leipzig.
Sorry. Went to the wrong table. My
who
bad.
need-
My bad.
who
My bad.
need to win as well. So I think Dortmund have the easier schedule. If you ask me.
It's going to be interesting. We'll follow along. I absolutely love the Bundesliga, how they're on all the same match days, and they've got 3
And
days
I
left,
know they're
and they're coming up.
rivals, but the last 28 matches, Dortmund's 18 wins to Gladbach's 8.
Oof. Yeah. That smells a lot.
And
All right.
usually when they're at home, that's when they pound that.
Agreed. All right, I do want to put up the La Liga table again. Sorry about that. Before we finish off, as we can see, Barcelona have run away with the league. Atletico Madrid have pipped at the end here and get ahead of pipped Real Madrid. Yeah,
That's a word?
That's a word. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Real Sociedad in 4th, but Real Madrid they're not going to win the league. Their main focus right now is the game coming up this week and next week, Champions League semifinal. We'll see how they do there. We'll keep our eyes open. We may have to do a small video or go live after that game at some point this week, boys. All right. I think that's going to wrap us up for the week. A big, big thank you to our friends and partners, soccerworld.net, for all your soccer gear needs. 3 Metro Detroit locations, or soccerworld.net for anything you need. Next level training. Some of the best trainers in the country are at Next Level Training. If you need training, figure it out. It's Next Level Training. It's easy. Go to their camps. Get your kids signed up for their camps. All right? And Dog and Pony Show Brewing in Oak Park, Michigan. Thank you guys. Appreciate the beer you've provided for us. We very much appreciate it. It's delicious. The red cherry sour was so good.
Can they brew me some chocolate milk?
I don't think that's a possibility. You're a small child.
Did you ask?
I did not.
So before you call him a small child,
He's a small
crush
child.
his dreams,
Yeah.
why don't you ask first?
I will ask. You can ask. I don't want to be
Just like you're
embarrassed.
over here trying to crush our Chelsea relegation dreams.
I know.
Never in a million years would I think of
And
it.
our
Yeah,
MLS dreams.
Dream
Listen
crusher.
here.
I crush your
Party-
all right, Detroit.
Listen
Detroit
here,
FC.
you party pooper.
Really, because that's my nickname at the house, my home, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Cooper.
Well, you know, you
Your
earned,
wife give you that one?
you earned it.
Wife and kids, yes.
Yeah.
You know,
I've earned it.
maybe if you didn't walk in and poop on the party, you wouldn't have that nickname.
I agree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna round us up for tonight. All right, everybody. Until next week, we appreciate it. Cheers.
Roast.